What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the annual Underground Draft Show presented by our friends over at Kenwood Beer. It's your boy KB. DJ will be joining us in just a little bit. The NFL draft is underway. The Panthers pick is in. We're going to keep you up to date with everything going on in the draft tonight, especially with our Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell icon. Join us on our YouTube journey as we're on that road to 1,000 subscribers. If you're watching on Facebook, how we doing, how we living, and shout out to all the tweeps watching on Twitter. But this is the Underground Draft Show presented by Kenwood Beer, the official beer of Underground Sports Philadelphia. They have been rocking with us almost from the beginning, pretty much. And Kenwood Beer, they are the best in the game. They are right in Philadelphia. It's 4.1% ABV, 127 calories, just 10 grams of carbs. It's light body, light beer, the best light beer on the planet. Plenty of flavor. And you guys can go to kenwoodbeer.com, use the all-new and improved Kenny tracker to see who has Kenwood Beer on tap in the Philadelphia area. You can go to your local Philadelphia area liquor store and purchase Kenwood Beer, and you can also go to your Eastern Pennsylvania Whole Foods to get Kenwood Beer as well. You got to be 21 or older to do so, and of course, please drink responsibly. Bryce Young is the number one pick of the Carolina Panthers, just selected right now. Bryce Young, the 2023 number one overall pick in this year's NFL draft. There it is. Kind of the consensus pick there, laughing out loud at anybody who was following the Reddit trend of Will Levis going number one overall. Lots of people just lost lots of money, but Bryce Young is the number one pick in this year's draft. Okay, I'm kind of a fan of like the draft room thing. This is really cool. The draft hallway with all the designs and everything. This is really cool. Big fan. Big fan. Well done, Kansas City. Let me know if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook your thoughts on Bryce Young going number one overall to the Carolina Panthers. Definitely want to hear people's opinions there. Yeah, Bryce Young's going to look really good in a Panthers jersey. That's for damn sure. That's for dang sure. Texans on the clock now. We'll see. The Texans are the biggest wild card in this draft. They keep things so closely tight to the vest. They don't let anybody know what they're doing. So Bryce Young goes number one as we await the Texans, who have about 5 minutes left on the clock. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on that road to 500 subscribers, currently at 447. Trying to get to 500, trying to get to 1,000. We want to hit 500 by the end of tonight's draft. If that's possible, by the end of the draft, first round, we want to get to 500 subscribers. So smash that like button and subscribe. As here come the Texans. Their pick is in. We'll see what their choice is. Bryce Young is the highest drafted Alabama quarterback in NFL history. Surpasses Tua, Richard Todd, and Mac Jones. None of which better than Jalen Hurts, though. No big deal. Come on, Houston. Let's see what you got for us. Let's see if the Texans go defense, if they go quarterback. And if you missed it right before the draft, some breaking news from Adam Schefter came out about the Eagles and Cardinals, where Jonathan Gannon, there was tampering involved, and the Eagles and Cardinals settled that tampering investigation by the Eagles trading pick number 94 in this year's draft and a 2024 fifth-round pick to the Cardinals in exchange for the right to Jonathan Gannon and the number 66 pick in this draft. So Howie stays winning. Here is the Houston Texans pick. CJ Stroud is the pick. The Texans have their quarterback. The Ohio State product is headed to Houston. Good for CJ. CJ Stroud is stoked, baby. Good for CJ, man. So Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, so far selected in this year's NFL draft. The Cardinals are on the clock now. The Tamperers. Texans also have the 12th pick in the first round as well. Forgot about that. Cardinals on the clock. 2 quarterbacks already off the board, so Will Levis and Anthony Richardson, the 2 quarterbacks, kind of remaining as the consensus first-round pick quarterbacks left on the board. Where they go, more than likely the Indianapolis Colts for Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. We'll see what happens there. Cardinals have about 3.5 minutes left to make a pick. Two and a half minutes left for the Arizona Cardinals to make a pick. I guess they're still tampering. There he is. Let's get the boy in here. There he is.
What up?
There he is. What's going on, brother?
Shout out Bryce. I saw he went first.
Bryce Young goes first. C.J. Stroud went second.
And I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all see this color right here under the brim? That's the favorite color of all of my favorite football teams.
I can't stand it.
Plural. All. Jets to the Super Bowl, baby.
You're disowning the maize and blue?
Hey, maize and blue make green. Maize and blue make green. In other news, I just got my second win of my career.
Let's go.
10-8 in a very, very good game.
There we go.
We're about to have a kick-ass stream.
Did you see the breaking news right before the draft with the Eagles and Cardinals?
I did not.
So apparently the Cardinals GM was tampering with Jonathan Gannon days after the NFC Championship game, called him, and that's not allowed because the Eagles were still playing. So the Eagles have traded pick 94 in this year's draft and a 5th-round pick in next year's draft to the Cardinals in exchange for the right to Jonathan Gannon and the number 66 pick in this year's draft. So the Eagles move up 28 spots in the 3rd round so that they can settle the tampering. Imagine tampering with Jonathan Gannon in the year of our Lord 2023.
I mean, yeah, there's that. And then there's the fact that...
Speaking of the Cardinals, they just traded the number 3 pick to the Texans. Texans are picking back-to-back.
They're going to get Will... Oh, wait, they just picked up C.J. Stroud?
Yeah.
They're going to get Will Anderson.
Yeah. Or they're just going to go completely bonkos and go with that kid from Texas Tech.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other weird rumor because the Texans always do dumb stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's why I think they might take Will Anderson because
the Texans had the 12th pick in this draft too, so they probably traded 12 to the Cardinals.
They love drafting
obscure players,
top 3 in the draft, and then they don't ever do anything for them.
Except J.J. Watt.
Who, yeah, was fantastic, but then left and really did all of his really good work elsewhere.
It's really weird seeing Mike Greenberg on the NFL draft desk on ESPN.
Really? I didn't realize.
That. I was like, where's McShay?
Yeah. Is he not doing it?
It's Mel Kiper, Booger, Louis Riddick, and Greeny.
They put Louis Riddick on there. Okay.
I think he's been on the past couple years since
I've been really bad at watching the draft.
since
Because, why would I as a Packers fan?
dude, I gotta say, Kansas City might have the best draft setup since Philly had it.
You think so?
So far, I've liked what I like. They have this thing where like the players are like in their green room or whatever, and then they have like this room that they go into to hand them their hat, and they have a mirror that they look in and like pose in the mirror with the hat on, and then there's this hallway with like alternate art for all the teams and everything on like these canvas looking things, like a hallway that leads them out to walk out onto the stage. Is really cool.
Okay.
The pick is in. Will Anderson is the pick.
There it is. It's like I know something about football or something.
Very interesting that he's announced as a linebacker, though. But he is
I'm not
like,
surprised by
he
that.
is that like 3-4 hybrid.
Very 3-4 hybrid.
That makes so much sense because D'Amico's their
If the
head
Packers
coach.
don't draft a wide receiver, I swear I'm not watching it this year.
That makes sense that they went Will Anderson, though, over the Texas Tech kid because D'Amico went to Alabama.
He fits their scheme. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to be on the opposite side of Jadeveon Clowney and Will Anderson ever.
Well, Clowney's not there anymore.
Is he not there anymore? Where did he go?
Cleveland.
Is he in Cleveland? I thought he was, but then I was like, no, that's not him.
He's just been hurt.
It's Myles Garrett. But he's on the opposite side of Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Also wouldn't want to be across from those two.
No.
Who's their other DN? Did they just get one not too long ago, or did they both leave? Because who'd they get after Clowney?
Let me look at their roster.
I thought they drafted another DN after.
Colts are on the clock. Do they go Richardson or Levis?
Levis.
You think?
When have you ever seen a black quarterback in the Indianapolis Colts uniform?
Richardson's been mocked there, like, for the last month and a half.
Okay. The point still stands that a black quarterback has literally never worn
Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, for how long?
He was there a couple years after Luck retired.
I thought he was just. Oh yeah.
He was like the bridge guy.
That's all he is, though. He doesn't count. He's a bridge guy.
Let me look at the text.
They're not drafting a black quarterback. They might go out and sign one.
I think they'd be dumb to not draft Richardson, though. I think Richardson's better than Levis.
I do too, but I think Will Levis fits their scheme. Big air quotes around that scheme better than.
Well, not anymore, because Steichen's the head coach there, and he came from us.
Yeah, but is he really going to
just coaching Jalen?
They don't really have a setup to be like the Eagles. Their offensive line is not great, and they don't really have their best receiver is Michael Pittman.
I think most of their O-line struggles was because they were hurt last year. I mean, they still have Quentin Nelson, and their left tackle's good. So, like, they have, the hard parts figured out.
And they got Reich still, right?
Yeah. Well, no, Reich's in Carolina.
Okay.
Because Steichen got hired there.
Left tackle is probably the most important position on the line outside of center to have. So they got that locked down. But, outside of that, they don't really have a Eagles offense built to their team. They don't have enough throwing power to offset the running ability. I think they can run a lot, but they don't have any throwing to play action or anything.
Which is why I think they draft a receiver this year, too.
That's why I think they draft Levis, because it's like, okay, Levis can throw the ball. We don't need him to run. We have running backs. Let's throw the ball. So they're going with the mindset of if our receivers can get a step, Will Levis can get them the ball.
The only other guy on the Texans roster that I can think of, they just signed Chase Winovich from the Patriots this offseason.
Oh, okay.
But then everybody else
So they'll probably put Chase down on the line and leave Anderson at linebacker. That's personally what I would do.
Everyone else is
having seen Chase play 3 years at DN at Michigan before he got drafted. I don't think he quite has the linebacker skills.
Colts pick is in. That was quick.
was quick because they had their mind made up.
I don't know I want to see what the terms of the trade were. So the Cardinals get pick 12. Wow, this is a haul, dude. The Cardinals get pick 12, pick 33, first round pick in 2024, third round pick in 2024. Texans get pick 3 and then pick 105 this year. That's a fucking haul right there for the Cardinals. Texans better hope. Texans better hope. Texans better hope Will Anderson is like a decade plus, multi-time Pro Bowl, first team all defense, like stud for that. That's crazy. I mean, he's talented, don't get me wrong, but man, that's a lot. I mean,
shout out Cardinals for King's ransom.
Finally doing something right.
Like that's insane. I mean, with all them picks, they might as well draft a quarterback.
They're showing Anthony Richardson on the screen. They're going to Raj. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Rodgers walking out. The Indianapolis Colts with the 4th pick. Anthony Richardson.
I'm cool with that.
I like that a lot.
Which now makes me believe Vegas is going to bite on, who was it I said they should go get? Oh, I don't remember now. Maybe it was Will Levis. That might have been who I was arguing with my coworker earlier.
Even after they signed Jimmy.
Because he was trying to say. He was like, dude, I don't think so.
I think the next team that goes quarterback is the Titans.
I think the Lions should.
I don't.
But now I'm not so sure.
Shockingly, the draft hats are not bad this year. They're actually kind of nice.
What do they look like?
So it's like a white or like a cream like dome, and then whatever the team's like primary color choices for the brim. And then they kind of have like a vintage look to them. It kind of just goes like straight across, like with like the team name, like the nickname, and then like has the logo in the middle of it. They look kind of nice.
Yeah, that's hella solid.
Because in years past, they've been trying to do too much with the draft hats. This has got to be the highest Florida quarterback's gone since Tebow, right?
Yes, absolutely. Not even a question.
And he went higher than Tebow.
He did go higher than Tebow.
Because Tebow was a late first. Here's the wild card pick is now with the Seahawks.
Is who?
The Seahawks.
They're gonna go defense.
I think so too.
They don't they have Rashad Penny coming back from injury.
No, and Rashad Penny's an Eagle.
Is he an Eagle now?
Yeah.
Maybe they draft running back because they don't really have a backup now because Travis Homer's their backup.
I think they're going defense.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go D because that's really what they need help on. But they do. Because
they're another team that like it's weird with them. Wow, they're comparing Anthony Richardson to Donovan McNabb.
They're comparing him to who?
To McNabb.
Oh.
I get the comparison.
How I feel about that? I mean, I get it, but Anthony Richardson gives me real Denard shoelaces Robinson just with an arm.
Anthony Richardson just seems like more of a pure athlete than Donovan was coming out of Syracuse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Denard Robinson literally could just run, and he had a half-decent arm. Richardson's just a guy who's a very good athlete, but happens to also have a cannon attached to the right side of his body.
I see what they're showing, though. Like, they're showing, like, film comparisons between the two, and, like, they're showing, like, how Richardson throws on the run compared to Donovan McNabb. There's a guy that is a Colts fan that they just put the, like, camera on. He looked exactly like David Harbour. Because I forget who it was that was saying it, like, the Seahawks are that weird team, like, they have this luxury pick, kind of like the Eagles and the Lions do, where, like, they weren't supposed to be in this spot this year with the multiple picks and be this high in the draft. Just the picks worked out for them. So, like, unlike
but they also don't need anything.
Unlike the Eagles, though, like, they broke it down for – it was Peter Schrager said it. Like, the Seahawks signed Geno to that contract, but it really breaks down to just a 1-year, $27 million deal. So it's like, do they, they feel like they're not going to be in this position again in the near future. So it's like, do they pull the trigger on a quarterback? Like, because they have this luxury pick. Which would be all-time chaos and hilarious because it is the Russell Wilson pick.
But who, though?
I mean, they could go Will Levis if they wanted to.
I'd hate that for them.
All right, we're at a commercial break. There's like 2:20 left on the
I
clock
just
for
feel
the
like
Seahawks.
I feel like somebody needs to take a gamble on Hendon Hooker. I don't know why, but someone needs to.
I think if they do, it's going to be a team late in the draft. Like, somebody will either take him or a team will, like, trade back into the first round, kind of like Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be a team that can afford, like, a redshirt year for him.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to play this year, but then you get the fifth-year option. Like, if you do it, you get the fifth-year option on him if you draft him in the first round. So then
I almost want to say One Pride should do it.
Yeah. Them, Minnesota.
I've been advocating for One Pride to go and get someone. Because, like, Jared Goff's going to do it. Maybe for this year. Maybe. Literally. Mm-hmm. Maybe. But I would be getting a guy to come behind him. Like, Jared Goff isn't going to get it done. He got it done that 1 year in L.A., and he's probably never going to win another Super Bowl. And not because he's a bad
solid
player,
this
but
past
he just
year.
doesn't have enough as a quarterback to get it done, especially with the Lions.
And, like, he was solid this past year, which was, like, his bounce-back year. I mean, I wouldn't hate if Go Pack Go went and got Hendon Hooker.
Receiver only.
They love having quarterbacks sit behind other quarterbacks, though.
I know. They literally love it. So stupid. I will never forget trading up to go.
Nah,
you know how many?
I would hate it because it's the NFC, but Tampa Bay taking Hendon Hooker would make a lot of sense too.
Yeah, Tampa Bay needs a quarterback. Weirdly, Miami could go for one too. And I was talking with my coworker earlier, the only reason I believe this is because Tua is timid. You don't ever really want to play with a scared quarterback. He's mentioned talking to his parents about not playing anymore because of what happened last year. Mm-hmm. So you have a timid quarterback as your number one right now. Your backup is Teddy Two Gloves, who is arguably just a backup. Mm-hmm. And then if you go and draft another guy, you now have a full 3-quarterback room that is open. I think you just completely open it up. Whoever plays the best in camp is who's going to be our starter. I don't think there's a clear-cut starter down there, so it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea for them to pick one up or aim at one. I don't think
I would also hate it, but the Saints could take Hooker too.
that is exactly what I was just bringing up. The Saints, they're definitely in a position where they could roll with Andy Dalton if they want to. But
Well, they have Derek Carr now.
oh, is that where Derek Carr went?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, even though you have Derek Carr and Andy Dalton, it doesn't hurt to open up that QB room and make it a 3 QB room that's up for full contest. It's not like anyone there has proven they deserve the starting spot.
I don't even know if Andy Dalton went back there. I know Jameis did.
Oh, yeah, Jameis is there. I mean, still, he hasn't proven that he should. Yeah, nobody's proven that there's some spots all around where nobody's really proven they deserve the starting spot, so it's open.
Seahawks pick is in. Seahawks took Devin Witherspoon.
Oh. That was a D guy, right?
Yeah, he's the corner from Illinois.
Okay, yeah. I knew that name sounded familiar. Illinois is a really weird school to pick from. Like, that's like drafting like Syracuse football. Or like Rutgers or Indiana. Like, what are we doing here? I think he's a really good athlete, though. I will say that. Witherspoon is a very good athlete, very good corner, but it's like he played football at Illinois. Illinois is the best.
Yeah, Witherspoon was like mocked to go to the Falcons a ton. I mean, that is very on brand for the Seahawks to go corner.
Hi.
Lions on the clock with the Matthew Stafford pick.
Hi, Andy. How are you? Don't think I'm taking you out. I know she took you out. Don't look at me like that.
Yo, Josiah tweeted the Diddy video meme where it's like, whatever I want, I'm going to get. With said D'Amico Ryans after the Texans got C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson.
I mean, they did it. They got exactly what they wanted.
I think the Lions are going to go Jalen Carter here, and it's going to shatter me. But then I'll be all aboard the Bijan Brigade.
Where did Jalen Carter go to school?
Georgia.
Okay. They need to draft a quarterback. But I live in Michigan, but I am not friends with the Ford family, so I was not able to plant my bug.
And so
Hey,
far,
you
from
better-
what I can tell, great job by the NFL draft by not bringing up like traumatic events about these draft picks.
Yes.
Because good grief.
Next year, do we get credentialed?
Where is it next year?
The Dirty D, baby.
Is it really?
Yeah. At Ford Field. I'm sure Pitts would love to go. He can finally wear his Detroit jersey on One Pride Country.
Yeah, it's TJ Hawkinson jersey.
I really wish. Oh wait, yes, I love that because he doesn't play there anymore.
Yeah, he's with the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's the new man on the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out Lizzo.
Hey, and I love that everybody who stays within the NFC North always goes pretty much to the Vikings. Like they start on one other in the NFC North and then go to the Vikings.
Yes.
It's like a dump hole for NFC knots. The only person who all William Lions. Even my cousin did it. Went from the Packers to those, and then down to Miami.
I forgot he played for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think that's where he found his love to be a physique model. Because that's what he's doing now. Come on, Miss Lady. Hey, let's go.
We have a trade. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Lions traded the pick to Arizona.
What? For who?
They got to be drafting the dude from Ohio State, the offensive lineman, because Kyler this week was like openly like, this is the guy I want.
Well, I don't care about who the Cardinals are drafting. What are the Lions getting in return for that pick?
My guess would be the Lions are moving down to 12, where the Cardinals moved down to from the Texans trade. And then probably a third-round pick. Here we go. Cardinals received the 6th. Oh, wow. Lions received the 12th pick.
12
and
and
then
34.
34, which is the second-round pick. Wow. Great trade for the Lions.
Is it?
I think so.
Because they already have a lower first-round pick, too. Which is why I wanted them to keep this pick that they had, use it, get a quarterback, or get someone else, and then get a quarterback with your late first round. Which I guess they can still do.
Now they effectively have 3 first-round picks, because 34 is like a late first round anyway.
Yeah. But, I mean, I just don't know, like, how many quality quarterback candidates are going to still be around.
It's Will Levis.
They are waiting to go with
Here we go.
What's his face? JJ McCarthy out of Michigan. I think that would be a phenomenal move for them.
Cardinals are selecting Paris Johnson Jr. There it is.
Yep.
That's why I knew yesterday, because there was a report yesterday that came out that Howie Roseman was looking to trade up and Paris Johnson was a target. I knew that was a smokescreen to make the Cardinals like scramble. So now the Raiders are on the clock, which would not surprise me if the Eagles trade up here to jump ahead of the Falcons to go get Bijan and or Jalen Carter.
But why not just wait then? Who else?
Because allegedly the Falcons really like Bijan. So if they want Bijan, the Falcons draft at 8, so you're going to have to jump them.
But, like, my thing is, do you really need Bijan? Because Jalen Carter's just as good, in my opinion. Like they can work. They can work with either one of those.
Matt equated the Eagles drafting Bijan, and I kind of like this comparison because it kind of makes a lot of sense. He said taking Bijan would be like when the Warriors signed Kevin Durant. It's a luxury, and you don't really need it, but man, it would be really fun.
I mean, yeah, understandable, but like that's what I mean. Like, why trade
And then on the
up?
flip side, defensively, like Jalen Carter would be unbelievably fun on this Eagles defense.
And what are the Eagles going to offer to trade up? I guess you know what I'm saying.
Well, we have pick 30 too.
I don't know who has that pick above them.
So the picks before the Eagles right now, it's Raiders, Falcons, Bears, Eagles.
Yeah, they're not getting they're not trading. The Raiders are not trading that pick. No way. I don't see it happening.
God, Jonathan Gannon is such a dork.
Because the Raiders need a quarterback.
Well, he signed Jimmy G.
The Raiders need a quarterback.
I know, but you know Josh McDaniels.
I know, but like I said, they need a quarterback. So I hope that they draft, or even if they don't, they're gonna go get someone to complement right now, Jimmy G. Because like I mean, they have some options, but or maybe they go defensive. I think they're gonna use this pick though. I don't think they trade it whatsoever. I think it's kind of sketchy.
Because Albert Breer said with the tampering pick that the Eagles got, that they're potentially going to use that to move up.
Mm-hmm.
Where, I don't know. Because the Eagles also have pick 30. And I think we have our second round pick too. So I think we have 10, 30, whatever our second round pick is, 66. So we have like 4 picks in the top 66.
I mean, I wouldn't even be trading.
Yo, the chains these boys have on are crazy.
Hey, kids nowadays got money, bro.
Yo, it's nuts. These the first NIL chains.
You're not wrong, bro. You are not wrong.
They got the NIL chains, bro.
I already know, and I ain't even seen it yet, and I know they're going dummy. I already know. Haven't even turned the draft on yet. I just finally got back home. Took Indy out. Getting all set up
still
now.
on the clock.
I'm so pumped about that win. It was tied at 1 after 1. We were up 4-3 at half, up 9-6 after 3, and won 10-8.
I just got a video from Pat Pitts. So we'll probably have to plug this into the stream.
Oh, no.
Mel Kiper's best available right now is Jalen Carter, Will Levis, Bijan Robinson, Christian Gonzalez, the corner from Oregon, and then Peter Skoronski. Who I could see the Raiders taking Skoronski to get offensive line help and actually start building an offensive line that's something.
They do need offensive line help.
Louis Riddick saying that he thinks the Raiders might go secondary and take Christian Gonzalez.
Really?
But then Booger's saying Jalen Carter might be the pick to pair with Max Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
Pick is in for the Raiders.
Okay, I need to finish setting up my computer. Okay. I will BRB as I'm setting up.
So Deej will be right back. We're going to take a quick break if he's not in before the Raiders pick gets announced. I just saw your comment, Sean. They are on pick number 7 right now. And the Raiders pick is in. Wow. That is such a Raiders pick. That is such a Raiders pick. That is a total Raiders pick. Tyree Wilson, the Texas Tech D end. The Raiders just went full Raiders, and you know what they say, Deej. You never want to go full Raiders. Jalen Carter's on the board, and they take Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. I just said that is such a Raiders pick.
No,
He's not a bad player. Don't get it twisted. But
right.
that is such a Raiders pick.
That's making me question like how interviews and stuff went.
Well, Jalen Carter has the off the field issue with like the car accident thing going on. But my thing is too, like, because I would love if the Eagles drafted him. When you still have your coaches and the school and everything like behind you and supporting you, even in an instance like that, that's rare for a college to do. So like that tells me like his character is nothing to be questioned really, and it's just kind of like one of those like freak circumstances that unfortunately happen.
Is that really loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coaching for him is very important. To me, he's the best 4-3 defensive end in the draft. You can line up in a 5 technique, which is outside the top.
It's really hard having surround sound down here.
I will say Tyree Wilson's tuxedo jacket, his whole fit is flames.
That's something I will wear.
You would pull that
sir.
off. You would pull that off. No doubt.
Did I ever show you what I wore to prom?
Yes.
I'm that guy. He's fly too. I just don't like the shoes. He need to come with something crazy on the feet. They're like tennis shoes. That's the only thing I don't like. Like, bro, wear loafers.
Yeah.
Wear some nice dress shoes. Like, don't throw the fit away wearing some. I don't even know what he got on his feet. I need to stop talking because they probably cost more than my life. If I'm being for real.
Yo,
the
my
shoes
boy
he got
Sean
on his feet.
My boy Sean was in the comments on Facebook. He said, college kids can get sponsorships and make money now, so they rich before they get to the league.
Bruh. rich before they get to the league.
Dude, do the Falcons go full Falcons and take a quarterback? Did they take Will Levis even though they have Desmond Ridder?
No way. No
That'd be
way.
so Falcons.
No way.
When Pitts was on the pod earlier this week, definitely go check that out if you haven't listened to it yet. We were talking about Arthur Blank, and I was like, he looks like Carmine Falcone from the new Batman movie. Speaking of Pat Pitts, we have a message from the People's Champ, Deej. Here it is, a almost 1 minute message from Patty Pitts.
Yo, what's poppin'? All my peeps, it is I, your host with the most, Renaissance man with things you can, champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, the Lions. Not you, not Pelicans. Lions just traded the 6th pick for the 12th and 34th, and then they, Cardinals end up drafting the tackle that the Patriots wanted. I'm not happy about that, but check in with me at pick 12 and at pick 34, and then we'll have a better understanding of what's going on, because I'm not a fan. Why not take a D-tackle? Why not take someone? I don't know. I'm not going to get too crazy about it, but just let it play out. Let it play out.
Patty Pitts not happy with the Lions trading the pick and losing out on the guy that he wanted his Patriots to take. We'll hear from Pitts throughout as he is in South Carolina for a wedding. That story is absolutely hilarious.
I mean, that's so on brand.
He was
The Lions, not you, Pelicans. If you don't know Pitts, that is the embodiment.
100%. And while we have a break in the action, tonight's draft stream brought to you by our official beer sponsor, Kenwood Beer, the official beer of Underground Sports Philadelphia. It's a refreshing light beer, 4.1% ABV, 127 calories, 10 grams of carbs. You guys can go to kenwoodbeer.com if you're in the Philadelphia area. Use that Kenny tracker on their website to see who has Kenwood on tap in the Philadelphia area. You can buy it at your local Philadelphia liquor store, or if you're in Eastern Pennsylvania, you can get it at your local Whole Foods. Light body, light calories, plenty of flavor. The best light beer on the planet. Must be 21 or older to do so. And, of course, please drink responsibly. And also, while you're at it, if you're watching along at home, go to PHI Apparel Company, our official merch providers, where you get exclusive Underground Sports Philadelphia merch. We're cooking up some stuff for the spring and the summer. It's the most effective way to support everything we're doing here at Underground Sports Philadelphia. Go to phiapparel.co and use code UNDERGROUND, and you get 10% off any and all orders. Make sure you use that code so they know you're coming from us. phiapparel.co, code UNDERGROUND for 10% off your merch orders.
Get that merch.
Is in Falcons. This is either going to make or break me. It's just anybody but Bijan for the Falcons. They just drafted a running back who ran for 1,000 yards last year. They can't do that.
They can. Don't say they can't, because they can. Because let me remind you, the Packers don't draft a receiver every year on purpose. And when they do, it's always some dude in like the 3rd round. After they've drafted an offensive lineman and a running back. 2 things we always have. Can we fire Brian Gutekunst?
Who is on the stage with Roger right
I don't know.
now? Big Brothers Big Sisters partnership with the NFL.
Oh, big gang. I had a big brother and a big sister at one
Did you
point.
really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I've been thinking about going back and like being a big brother, but like the way I'm tied up right now, I ain't even got the time. I would feel bad to like reach out and like say I'm gonna do that and then not have the time for it.
Part of our work on social justice through our initiative, Inspire Change. The Falcons are big-time supporters of the organization.
Yo, I'm not even trying to be like disrespectful. The Asian kid looks like a mixture, like if you celebrity mashed up Simu Liu and Barry Keoghan. Fuck.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the
Arthur Smith, I will see you in hell.
Robinson, running back, Texans.
Oh!
I'm shattered.
Wow, holy smoke. In a word, Bijan Robinson is spectacular. Last year, almost 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, unanimous All-American, won the Doak Walker Award, also caught 60 balls in his 3 seasons, so he brings that too. He's from Tucson, Arizona now, where he was the 2-time state player of the year. Lewis, it is Bijan Robinson, 8 to Atlanta. He's a yard after contact, home run, he's got it all. Look, Arthur Smith, the head coach, he's the kind of guy who's going to say, hey, look, I need a belt now. I need a guy who can do it. Look at this. Look at it. Spin the ball, too.
Bro.
Stiff arm.
Oh, I am screaming.
I just went on the timeline and I saw who the Eagles are taking because they just traded up with the Chicago Bears and they're taking Jalen Carter at number 9. So let's fucking ride. This defense is nasty.
Damn, the Bears really don't want to be good. They just don't want to be good.
We'll just move it back one spot.
But why would you help the Eagles get better?
I don't know what the trade all is, but all right, I like it. Jalen Carter. We've got 3 Georgia defenders on the team that are all best friends too. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Nakobe Dean. Let's fucking go.
Bijan can do all that. I'm telling you, this is an Arthur Smith pick. He needed that bell count. He used to having one. Now he's got one. He wore the number 5 because his football idol was Reggie Bush. We'll talk more about him in a moment, but first, I'm told Shefty has more breaking news. Shefty.
Let's see what the trade is.
To number 9 here. And again, we look at the board. Jalen Carter is the number 1 player on Mel's board. And if we go back to where he played at college, he played with the Eagles picks last year. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. Eagles have done a lot.
And you know why we took him? Because he's a dog.
We'll see if he winds up getting the pick, Randy.
All right, so again, this is
Our defense is going to be nasty because we actually have a competent defensive coordinator this year.
Up to get to number 1, and so it was the Bears, and now the move here to Philadelphia.
I mean, y'all just going to have to beat the Jets.
Jordan Davis. Who was Jordan Davis play for now? Green, did that be in Jalen Carter? The Philadelphia Eagles. So how ironic would it be if the Eagles go back and try to recreate the tandem that was at Georgia, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, Mel? Yeah, I'm going to go back to Atlanta.
Everyone said, too, that Jordan Davis had the year he had last year with Georgia because teams were double-teaming Jalen Carter.
Had a really nice year running the football for Atlanta. They drafted Kyle Pitts.
Sometimes you got to do that.
And now they're on the same team again with Nakobe Dean behind him at linebacker.
Excuse me.
If you take one Barkley, I get. If you have not, then you already have a good back right here, and you have Christian Gonzalez, quarterback, already sitting there for a secondary to could have used. But nobody ran the football in the National Football League more than.
And this is what tells me too that like everything going on with Jalen Carter. If Howie Roseman's trusting this guy, I'm all in.
On the team, I think that's too much to pass. Look, I think we forget just how
Okay.
Because Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie are like big character guys.
Mhm.
And if there's any question about your character, they're not gonna
That's
mess
true.
around with that.
That's fair.
Especially with like the era that the Eagles are in right now, where they're like in full send, like let's go win a Super Bowl.
Look, Arthur Smith had one in Derrick Henry, who was a second rounder down in Tennessee, so he knows. But I'll tell you what, moving forward to this pick here with Philadelphia, you think about the veteran presence they have on the defensive line. Yes, it would be perfect to absorb a guy like Jalen Carter. Fletcher Cox.
This is a great pick too because we lost Javon Hargrave.
Subway's taking us down to the stage, and Susie, who's with Bijan. Susie.
What happened? Did he leave?
He got a bag from the 49ers. He got like $84 million from the 49ers. I think it was like 60 guaranteed. Crazy money.
My grandpa, he's so ecstatic right now, and just doing it with him and being a part with him, it's so incredible, so amazing. But can't wait to celebrate it with him and see what he says.
You've already been doing community work in Austin. What should
Because honestly, too, like if Jalen Carter didn't have these off the field issues going on right now, he's the best player in this draft.
The city, just grown even more than it already is, and for me, my heart is out there for everybody, and
I'm glad CJ Stroud's test didn't really affect him.
Every adult, everybody out there. So, I hope they accept me for me, and it's gonna be a great time.
So the Eagles traded the 10th, so they moved back one spot, and then we gave up a 4th-round pick in next year's draft. What a steal! That's nothing. We love sending 4th-round picks to the Bears. We traded a 4th-round pick to them for Robert Quinn.
This is how we do it. We were a couple snaps away from winning the Super Bowl.
That's ridiculous.
The Bears move back one spot here, and as you see, they pick up a 4th-round pick.
It's a net
next
positive for both teams, I think.
Wanting to be aggressive in this spot, moving up one place, maybe believing someone else was going to come up and take a player that they were interested in. Again, a lot of signals here maybe pointing towards Jalen Carter, who is Mel Kiper's #1 player on his big board. Mel, that does seem the direction that this might make sense here, but we've not yet heard anything officially.
We're about to find out.
Here comes Big Raj.
That's why I thought it would be interesting if Bijan was there. Would they take him? Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman out of Northwestern, is the kind of guy they need in life. Obviously, Jalen Carter, the
9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. The Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter.
To the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, Georgia. So there it is. The football part of his story is easy. 6 sacks, 103 tackles, caught a touchdown, 3 sensational seasons in Georgia, a former five-star recruit out of Apopka, Florida. But as we discussed earlier at great length, the complicated part of the story, pleading no contest to charges of reckless driving and racing during some incident in which 2 people were killed. So this was, in its own way, the most difficult decision of this draft. Let's go to Shefty and Chris Mortensen.
Also, I have no clue what's going on, but I am raking in fantasy baseball right now. I mean, I do. But it's like, it's so weird because I rank like, I think I have like the 8th most points in the league, but I'm 3-0. I have no clue how it's working, but I'm okay with it. Is Sarah losing still? She is. I need her to lose. Don't tell her I said that, though.
Finished out the season and helped this football team.
Jalen Carter's going to have to change that number, though.
What does he wear? 99?
88. Dallas Goddard wears 88.
Mm-hmm.
He'd rock 99, though. Love it.
I do like the hats.
Right? They're nice. Love this pick. That's who I was torn on. I either wanted Bijan or Jalen Carter.
There you go.
Great pick. And we still have pick 30. Now the real question is, if, in an unbiased opinion from you, would you trade pick 30 and another pick somewhere to the Tennessee Titans for Derrick Henry?
Yes.
I think I would too.
Yes. I think that's a no-brainer.
Especially behind our O-line. Because everyone's like, oh, Derrick Henry's cooked. It's like, did you see the line he was behind last year?
Right.
Plus, like, they didn't have a quarterback.
Right. That team is just not in a good space.
Derrick Henry's still only 29.
Very young. Well,
Like, he's got at least,
he's in a good time. Yeah.
He's probably got like 2 to 3 more elite years left, especially if you put him behind an offensive line like the Eagles. Eagles picked 9th, and they got the best player in the draft. That's incredible.
Jalen, you're
He's got a great fit,
the
too.
most talented player on the best team in the country, but this process felt unpredictable. How would you describe just the range of emotions that you've gone through over the last 2 months?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just want to thank God. I want to thank my mom, thank my family for being out here for me and supporting me. And, you know, it's time to work. The Eagles got the best player in the draft. I'm for the show.
The Eagles guys got on the phone with you today. What did you tell them?
I told them they got the best player in the draft. And, you know, day one, when I get there, it's time to work. And we're going to win the Super Bowl.
And you've got former teammates there already. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean, you know, for the come there, talk to guys, and we for the win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, let's show you, Lewis, as we get your thoughts here on Jalen Carter. Let's show you just how special the performance from this young
He's
man
roommates
was.
with one of them,
This guy,
but if not, they're like the 3 of them, they're like best
with
friends.
boys. His
You put a guy who's got
just look at
off-the-field issue going on in a
I mean,
perfect situation.
It's a great idea.
And he's just throwing them around. And then look at this bull rush. That kind of that push-pull. You push him, you get him off balance and jerk and throw him on the ground.
Hey. I almost forgot. Rip to the goddamn goat.
Jerry.
My coworkers were upset because I told them that I didn't know a time before Jerry Springer. That he's literally been on TV the entire time I've been breathing.
Me too.
And they're like, you don't get to say that. You only been watching reruns. Okay. He's still been on TV the entire time I've been breathing.
He's been on TV and then turned back to his old career and became a judge.
Because I was like, and I mean, before he was a judge, he was the governor of, or not the governor, the mayor of Cincinnati. And it's like, they were upset that I said I was going to work a half day and go home and cry. I'm like, dude,
Totally valid.
this is a life-changing scenario for me. Somebody who I literally grew up on and just died. I didn't know a time before this man.
I'm happy with this pick. Now let's see if we replicate last year and trade for a Tennessee Titans playmaker.
I remember that.
That is such a Bears pick. That guy wasn't even like in the best available yet.
The second tackle of our night goes off the board. A unanimous first-team All-SEC player.
No offense to Homie. I'm sure he's a quality player, but if you're in the top 10 and you're taking a dude that's not even at the draft, big body, that's for sure.
I believe that this young man, when it's all said and done,
Hot take, the Titans are taking Will Levis here.
at 6'5", 333 pounds, almost cracked 5 flat in the 40-yard dash. He is big, mean, nasty. Ask Will Anderson. I asked Will Anderson, who's the best player he played against? He instantly said, oh, that offensive tackle from Tennessee. I said, Darnell Wright, huh? Yeah, he's got feet, he's got punch, he's got lateral agility. He can absolutely knock you off the football and knock you fly. That's Brian Brzee right there. He's taking him on the other side of the center, 5 yards downfield. And as far as being a mauler, look, he's going to finish it, even in pass pro. If you let up at all and you don't get off, he's going to put you on the ground like that. He's going to put his helmet right in your chest. And I can tell you this.
This is making Hendon Hooker look really bad.
What do I do? I can't run down the middle. I can't get on his head. And if I get out in space and I'm a second-level player, make sure your chin's not buckled. Just make sure it's buckled, because that's what will happen to you. And just like Arizona, getting pairs down to protect the quarterback. Chicago gets the tackle to protect Justin Fields. He was sacked 55 times last year. You got to protect the quarterback, and they got a guy that adds a means. Look at his feet. That's 333 pounds, so he's like typewriter, baby. I'm telling you, guys, it wasn't just Will Anderson Jr. He neutralized LSU's DJ O'Hara as well. He went up against Byron Young every day. Young will probably be a second-round pick coming off the edge from that Tennessee Vols program. He had 27 starts at right tackle, 13 at left tackle, 2 at guard. This is Ryan Poles, GM, saying, I got to need him at attack. I got to get the quarterback. I got to make crazy. Plug and play. Yeah, they want plug and play. Look, let's face it, Justin Fields spent most of last season running for his life. So one of the things they desperately needed was to get him some protection, and they do. Number 11 in Tennessee is next. It's the NFL draft from Kansas City. Going from it ain't no new chaos. He is the new Trump. George Foreman is a great American story.
I'm Peter Davis.
It's time. I'm Peter Davidson because before 11 a.m. I like to keep it toned down and simple, just like Taco Bell breakfast with fluffy eggs, sausage, and a crispy hash brown. Isn't that right, co-host Ron?
Are we on TV for now?
I don't know.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad to swallow the line in your Corona? Andy, did you swallow your line? No, he definitely did.
Besides, limes are superfood. What if buildings could tell you how they could be more efficient?
Almost right.
Well, with IBM, we can use software to help you connect and analyze data from HVACs to elevators to lights.
What if we use AI-driven insights to pinpoint inefficiency?
Yep, and act on it. Saving energy, money.
And emissions.
Yep, that's a good one. Now you've built something better for everyone. That's the sustainability solution IBM, the global real estate company, created. What will you create? IBM, let's create. Who needs that much more time? Now, what does that mean? It means you're gonna need more time. See? More lights, more time, more adorable, more time. Everyone's gonna need more time. You're gonna need more time. It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more time in every power bottle. Get into Typhoon Code. The metro area is the most outrageous indoor water.
Carl? Yeah. We're doing stickers.
So I think the weirdest picks so far were not weird for the Seahawks, but very on brand for them to take Witherspoon. The Bears just going full Bears. The Raiders going full Raiders.
Meatballs with marinara and pepperoni.
You see that water bottle tweet from Josiah?
No, what do you say?
It's like the 6 people who are just like passing the bottles back and forth across, and he says Cardinals trading picks in the draft. Because it's like they're all paired up in twos, and they just keep passing 2 water bottles back between the groups of 2. But there's 6 people at the table, so there's 6 bottles going around.
That's so accurate. Titans pick is in, so that should be coming up next.
Welcome back to Kansas City, where the Tennessee Titans are about to announce the 11th pick in this year's draft, the highest that they've drafted since 2017. They were the only team in the NFL that didn't score 30 points in any game last year. So clearly they need help on the offensive side. They have the aging quarterback.
Dude, I'm so scared of what the Packers are going to do. I am so scared what the Packers are going to do.
What if they take Jackson Smith?
That was CJ Stroud and Houston.
I'd be okay with that.
So now you look at in the trenches again. This offensive line, the interior center guard, Peter Skronsky from Northwestern. Yeah. We like coming into this whole process. That can be a left tackle because you have to kick inside the guard at 6'3" and a half with short arms. You look at Brett Skronsky and what he did at Northwestern. Solid career, outstanding career. But David Ojabo in 2021 was late.
Hey, I'm really gonna be a wreck when Steve Wilkos dies, because he let people fight. He brought him out and was like, "Hey, y'all face to face."
He was just on a podcast.
It seemed like Steve Wilkos was like, And you know what? She's backstage coming out to fight you right now. Ding, ding, ding. Like they came out all action, swinging right away. And they would let them for a good 15 seconds. I was like, this is what this television is for. Don't break it up right away. Let them get at it. Go Phils.
Big series dub today. Here's the Titans pick. Wow. O-line, Peter Skoronski. It's a good pick for them.
The Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronski.
I love how they're zooming in on these Titans fans. They have no idea who Peter Skoronski is.
For a moment of triple pride, if I may, for a first-round pick out of Northwestern, who is the only unanimous All-American in Northwestern football history. And football very much the family business for the Skoronskis. Peter's grandfather, Bob, is a member of the Packers Hall of Fame.
I'm about to send you this tweet, yo. I'm screaming.
In a pizza joint tonight with his family. I'll tell you what, 6'3", 13 pounds, very athletic. I'll tell you what, very experienced as a run blocker. The hand placement is a drive blocker, sustained.
I see you with the picture editing skills. I see you. Go crazy.
I'm dying at this.
And what's funnier is you haven't seen the show that it goes with, so you really don't know the context. BMF.
Speaking of show, I just started Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Watched the first 5 episodes of season 1.
Mm-hmm. How you feel?
It's pretty good. I also watched the Whitney Houston biopic.
Mm-hmm.
So well done. Highly recommended.
She went out sad though, but definitely well
100%.
done.
I'm a huge Whitney Houston fan, so like I know her story,
Yeah,
but like
she
they
went
put
out
in
real
stuff
sad.
that like I wasn't alive for, so I didn't like truly know like how it all transpired. Lions have 5 of the next 43 picks. How do they screw it?
Man, ain't no telling.
We're also going to be without Jameson Williams, Lewis, for the first 6 games of the season for the suspension with the gambling, which is a devastating loss for them. They traded up to draft him a year ago and waited through the injury and his recovery from that. So
Man, who are they about to pick? Where's this draft at?
It's a Junior Gibbs.
Where's this draft at?
Kansas City.
Mm.
That is the weirdest pick the Lions could have made.
Running back, Alabama.
Is a surprising name.
Are they trading DeAndre Swift?
I mean, he's injury prone.
Bring him home. Bring him home.
I don't know if they're going to trade him.
I would give up pick 30 for DeAndre Swift.
I think this is just a...
But it's weird because they have DeAndre Swift and they signed David Montgomery this offseason. So like they've like not saying like David Montgomery is like a game-changing like thing, but it's
let
like
go of
money.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
They let go of Jamal Williams though.
Yeah, and replaced him with Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very weird pick.
They like having a 3 quarterback or a 3 running back room. And I mean, It's becoming very common to have a legit 2 running back punch. David Montgomery doesn't give them that. Jahmyr Gibbs does, though. And like I said, they kind of think Goff's the guy. So there's that. I think they need to draft something on defense, though. I don't think their defense was terrible last year, but I think they were just put in a lot of bad positions because the offense couldn't score.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the offense scored a bunch in the first half, third quarter, scored really high. He wasn't at the draft either.
Yeah, which is weird because like he was a projected first-round pick.
Like, why are you not there? And the ice is crazy. The ice he just had on his neck was crazy. Oh, no. I'm about to have a heart attack on the screen.
Why?
Fucking Packers are up. And I'm sure they're going to blow it. What's my prediction? They're going to pull a Bears and draft a tackle.
That's a lot of technical skills, people skills, and lifelong skills learned on the job and off that one innate will always have.
For centuries, our kind has faced it, but we've never faced anything like this.
Pick is in for the Packers.
That was way too quick.
Yeah, they know who they want.
I'm about to have an aneurysm. I can just feel it.
I really hope it's wide receiver.
I can literally just sense that.
I want the spite pick. I want a this league moment.
Oh my god, that would be such a spite pick.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it was Peter Schrager who said that if you think that the Packers president and Gunther Kuntz weren't watching when Raj went on Pat McAfee, you're kidding yourself.
Mm-hmm. But they can't be mad at nobody but themselves. They did that.
Sorry, we let them practice here on Thursdays. Sounding good, friends?
Because your lives are forever entwined. Live entwined, exclusively at Kenwood.
I wouldn't mind Jackson Smith.
He'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
BK makes a return. No free ads.
No free ads. Hey, I'm so sad the Battlehawks missed the playoffs in the
really?
XFL. Yeah. Because no cap, AJ McCarron had himself an MVP season. He was balling.
Here we go.
Which was finally completed on Monday. Rodgers goes to the Jets. The pick swap here, 13 and 15. So the Jets will select at 15, and the Packers, as you see.
We have a text message from the host with the most. Another video update.
The Packers are
coming after the
That will maybe help my spirits.
Here we go. I don't hate this pick for you guys.
2023 NFL Draft. The Green Bay Packers select Hughes, Bennett.
He's a dog.
Defensive end, Iowa.
That's a really, really good pick, to be honest.
I'm so like conflicted.
Have you seen his film before?
I'm so conflicted. Of course I've seen this film. He plays in the Big Ten. I'm very conflicted.
I think this is a very good pick for you guys. Also, kind of not the status quo for you. I feel like the Packers don't really draft defensive ends early like this either. They usually, like, that's like a third, fourth round, or like the rare occasion, like, oh, we signed a guy in free agency to a one-year deal like Julius Peppers.
Yeah, like, the thing is, I don't hate this, but, bro, who is Jordan Love throwing the ball to not named Christian Watson?
Because you have Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. What's his name still on the team too? Amari Rodgers.
I think he got cut last year, like during season. And Tyen's there, but he has not returned since injury. He hasn't been himself.
To the Steelers.
Oh. Now I'm wondering who they're about to pick. One of my coworkers is a huge Steelers fan. So
here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
And they've been looking at pass rushers, they've been looking at defensive help, and we just saw one go to Green Bay. Now Pittsburgh gets its turn, moving up, and we know that New England is never afraid to start bouncing around the draft. The Patriots move back, the Steelers up. So the Steelers have been picking at number 17. They move up here to 14, where New England's spot would have been. What makes sense, gentlemen, as we consider what they may be doing?
Well, if you look at Pittsburgh, I'm thinking ahead. And it's time to start talking about Nolan Smith, a guy that can play the outside linebacker position, opposite T.J. Watt, give them another pass rush. They need somebody else. Off the edge.
Let me think about Robert Jones because you're jumping ahead of the New York Jets. And the Pittsburgh Steelers need Kenny Pickett to be really good, right? You got to invest in talent to help Pickett.
A lot of trades so far.
Because of the Jets sitting there at 15. That was the name associated with the Jets all along. And listen, remember, as part of the Aaron Rodgers deal, they flip-flopped from 13 to 15, the Jets did. And so you're looking at this, and that could be the difference in getting one of these offensive tackles. And the Jets and the Steelers know that. That's why they need to invest heavily here early in the draft in the offensive line position. They've tried to piece it together over the past 2 years.
I wonder if this video has aged well now since the
it would make perfect sense. Wide receiver would make sense. Look, I mean, they could
Patriots have traded this pick.
You move into this position because you have targeted someone. But there's a number of different ways
which will make it all the more funnier.
And Bill Belichick would like nothing more than
of course.
the Jets, right?
That's how the NFL always works.
Yeah, they do. But clearly they didn't like the one guy that was left. It's interesting, though. Yeah, that's the point. Is that 13 to 15 swap, if indeed this is Robert Jones going here to Pittsburgh, that pick swap, and we saw how long and hard it was for the Jets attackers to work out the details. The fact that they did wind up swapping in the first round could wind up being the difference between
seen the Jets getting the tackle they wanted, and not here are the details of this trade here. They swapped 14 and 17, and they throw in a 4 in this year's draft. So the Patriots picking up a little extra capital, and as you say, maybe sticking it to the Jets and the Steelers, who need to get that help in that spot. And that's how they're able to do it. Now, Robert Jones might be the pick here again. That has not been made official, but the pick is in as we see the Jets are now on the clock. So now we wait here and hear what it is the Steelers have come up to do.
Yeah, some good plays. Quarterback Christian Gonzalez, Oregon, still on the board. Nolan Smith, outside linebacker, Georgia, is a really good football player.
Yes.
Nolan Smith is a nice player still on the board. Zay Flowers and Jackson Smith and Georgia. Flowers from BC, Smith and Sid, Ohio State. 2 wide receivers still there. They got a lot of items that they could go for with this pick.
It would be so on brand for the Steelers if they took Jackson.
They need somebody to help
And then
them out.
he turns into
DJ needs some help rushing the
some
passer.
all-pro caliber.
Teddy needs some help being protected. You have three
Or it turns into another Chase Claypool.
positions right there. You got good players still on the board for.
But better.
The Steelers who hung around in the playoff chase pretty much the entire year last year. And so
Yeah, but I mean, like fizzle out there and then end up getting traded. Because that's really what happens. They either draft a receiver and they like pop off, or they fizzle out.
Wow, they go O-line. They needed that. I'll say that.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select Robert Jones.
All right, as we wait for the next pick, which I believe is your New York Jets, Deej. We have another message from the People's Champ.
All right, we're here in South Carolina, and I'm not watching the draft because we're celebrating love this weekend. But I have to come on here and really talk about what the hell the Lions are doing. I don't know who this Gibbs guy is, but we have a running back, and his name's DeAndre Swift. I would have liked to see a lineman, maybe a corner, because there hasn't been a lot of corners taken yet. And, you know, you kind of have the 32nd ranked passing offense. You might want to bolster that a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this move, but you know what? That's why the Lions are my second favorite team, and the Patriots are number 1. So, there you go. All right. Peace.
There it is.
He can do that.
Pat Pitts, still not thrilled.
Willie Anderson, who's the future, is going to be right the quickest.
Of course he's not thrilled.
To get to the second level, to make sure you can climb in the zone blocking scheme or power. I like Robert Jones, and now the Steelers have them upside, but they can block the
I think the number one thing that he brings is attitude. It's the way in which he plays, the physicality in which he plays. Offensive line coaches, I think, are the second most important coaches on the staff outside of head coach.
He has a point though.
Technique for sure, as far as his posture is concerned, but the way he plays is the way Mike Tomlin's going to want offensive linemen to play.
Okay, so the New York Jets are now up at 15 as they have acquired Aaron Rodgers, and the overwhelming belief had been that they wanted to add an offensive tackle to play in front of Rodgers. There were 3 real main tackles in this draft class, and all of those have gone. It's not clear, and I'll ask Todd McShay in a moment if there is a tackle worthy of going in this model, if the Jets should look in another direction as we see their draft room. One can imagine perhaps some disappointment there that they won't have the opportunity. Aaron Rodgers comes to a team that has desperately needed him. You see in the history of the organization, the Jets have won all-pro season from a quarterback. It has been that long. It was Joe Namath in 1968, the year that the Jets went on to win the Super Bowl. Rodgers, a 4-time MVP. The Jets have never had one. And so the question, Todd, I'll ask you first here, is there an offensive lineman that would make sense to go this high, or must they look at different directions?
Absolutely not. The Jets have 3 offensive linemen that they were considered, the number 13 and now the number 15 pick after the trade. They're all gone. And so now, if you're Joe Douglas, you're working the phone right now. I mean, he wants draft picks because they don't have a 3rd-round pick. They gave up one of their 2nd-round picks in the trade for Aaron Rodgers. And Joe believes in loading up on draft picks. Plus, he just lost out on the offensive tackle. So if they can move back, Joe Douglas will move back. If not, they stay home. And there are some options here. I think Elijah Cansey, the defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, really fits what they want to do. They're re-signing.
I really wonder what they're going to do here.
That'll be a great interior of that defense, but they could go in a couple different directions. But I know Joe's working the phones right now. Yeah, he was moving down. I'll tell you the name that we talked about. It's pass rusher coming off the edge. You can't deny
deny what he can do with his bend. We talked about how important bend is for a guy that is going to test as an off the start. He's solid in terms of production drives through flowers. He's a that pick will make a lot of sense when you understand who the head coach is. Former defensive coordinator of offensive line. They dominated up front. So to add a free technique that can rush around between, which is to add an edge guy that can rush and make the pass rush even better. Here's the other thing too. I mean, just throwing it out there. Look at another wide receiver. Well, that was top 2 receivers throwing before Jackson Smith and Jigger from Ohio State. Zay Flowers, Boston College, 2 guys that can work in the slot. They want to move out, but you can't. Maybe they expected they would have some pickup at this position. It may be that wide receiver. It may be Elijah Ganson. It could be, Valley Bowen Smith. They could use more speed off the edge. So, this is where the draft starts getting tricky. Because now maybe the players are not there that you want. And now the board has to talk to you. Simple as that. Well, they have waited quite some time. As we can see, the pick is still not in now, which I think does back what Todd McShay was suggesting. Perhaps they're looking for a trade before they turn in the envelope. Yeah, now quarterback Will Levis, who said if we never land, we can get to this point. Where's the team going to take a quarterback who has slid down further on behavior right now? I'm going to say something. This is my favorite assignment of the year. If the Jets draft a quarterback right now, I'm leaving.
Oh my God. I would lose my shit. They don't know what to do.
I like Will McDonald for going is different. He's got different speed. I heard that physically, the tech is going to be fine. He's going to be ready to go when the season starts. That's what I'm doing. Honestly, I would love any of those 3. Nolan Smith, Will McDonald, wide receiver, Clyde Ganson, maybe 4 options. They have good options. It's just not the option that everyone expects. You're the AFC guy, but the one thing about the AFC, you got to get quarterback. You got to have speed come up with it. 4-3 just sticks out. I just see a team sitting down here. When we're talking about big families, we don't have to talk about Pittsburgh now. That's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ellerman, H2P, all that. So I guess he's going to Detroit or something like that. Somebody down here, hey. He looked good in Jet 3 too. He looked good there too. All the names you guys have mentioned have been defensive players. We'll see if that is the question that the Jets wind up going. This is going to be very long term.
The Jets are taking this to the wire.
Well, it looks like they locked somebody in since they're all shaking hands. But it doesn't say the pick is in. So what y'all celebrating? They're really loud up there.
So we assume it is the Jets who have made that selection, and we'll find out from the commissioner in just a matter of a few moments. All of you will see this is going to go on the defensive side. The defensive line is looking like and they have seen local with great quarterbacks, and you got Nolan Smith, Will McDonald there. I just think that your tackles are gone. They have the quarterback is 2 guys have been forgotten there. I'm doing that. We said Nolan Smith probably a 8, not exactly your guys out there. I love Will McDonald later, and then he's your guy. But it's either Nolan Smith or Elijah Ganson. You're either getting pressure from the interior or the outside. Can't see it. I mean, both of them have so speed for size, speed for their position. It's twitchiness that they bring. I don't think they can miss with Nolan Smith or Kalaj.
And then let's not forget, they tried to add some speed off the edge with Carl Lawson. He had the Achilles, couldn't quite get back. So maybe they want to add a dynamic guy coming off the edge. How do you want to play? What's your philosophy? How do you saw like the head coach wants to play? They run back from high road again, and they run all the same time. The reason why I wasn't really joking about flying again, because you know I love it. But I'm thinking Detroit down there in AC, and I agree. With Nate Hutchinson.
Can we just announce this pick already?
Absolutely. So with the chance on the clock, the young man who's going to help Roger Goodell announce their pick is going to be named Kyle Stickles. He is a 13-year-old recovering from bone cancer. He's a Make-A-Wish kid from Kent, New York. His wish is to announce the first-round pick for the Jacksons. So he will have an honor of doing that. In fact, I see them coming up. The Steelers, you see the Jet fans are excited. These are big days for fans of this franchise. And here comes the commissioner and his special guest to announce the pick.
Comment that popped up just a little bit ago. Shout out to the boy Albert. How we feeling? Carter at 9 is huge. Now we capped off the 30th pick. Agree. Full agree.
But who do you want at the 30th pick?
I think at 30, you in the position that the Eagles are in, you kind of just take best player available. See like how the board shakes out from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do what we were saying earlier and go right there.
My mom's just really inconsiderate and is moving right above me on hardwood floors.
Jets took a linebacker. Aaron Rodgers. Will McDonald had up on.
I am kicking and screaming. I just signed myself up for the same hurt I was already going through. But then again, they don't need a receiver. So there's that.
Yeah.
They have receivers. I don't hate this pick either. The defense was already pretty decent. Well, actually really good. They were a top 5 defense last year.
Now let's see how the Washington Commanders screw this up.
Will Levis is still on the board, but this is one of your guys. Will McDonald spinning it up over here for this pick because you talked about him all pre-draft process. He is the babiest of the edge rushers in this class. My God, when he gets to the top, he has that torso flexibility to work through the offensive tackle. And his pro day workout was legendary. I thought he always was blowing up because of some Iowa State pro day. He had an 11-foot broad jump, a 6.95-second three-cone. They would have been the best among all defensive ends in the class. Granted, at the combine, he jumped it at the combine, but he did it pro day. Regardless, this guy is phenomenal. And don't discount what he did at the Senior Bowl. He just went down there and dominated. For someone who did that myself, who was a 15 pick, I just smile at a guy that dominated at the Senior Bowl, was now a 15 pick in the draft. He is the first Iowa State player selected since the last pick of last year, who was Brock Purdy, who became very much relevant in San Francisco. We'll send McShay back over to ABC. The Jonas Brothers have vacated the Levis Law. I'm getting worried about it. I'll see you. Sorry, Levis. When will he hear his name called? There are actually 2 quarterbacks we're expecting to hear from before this night is through. Will Levis, who is here and waiting to be drafted this night, and he's not alone. Hendon Hooker is another quarterback whose name we may hear before the night is over. We're back in just a moment from Kansas City. It's the draft on ESPN.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Select Cut mower.
Yeah, they're going to have to go and find a tackle, though. I'll tell you that. Aaron's going to be in their ear about that heavy.
With 3 interchangeable blades. Featuring Ego's patented lithium battery technology, it cuts for over an hour on a single charge. And Touch Drive self-propelled technology makes it effortless. The Ego Power Plus Select Cut mower, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
Electric Dream Days are
I
here.
gotta send you this.
Come in now and experience the intense thrill.
Christian's home.
On any of 5 Mercedes-Benz.
Let's go.
Including 2 years complimentary charging and prepaid maintenance. The vehicles are all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. But hurry, these Dream Days are only here until June 5th.
Seriously? Now there's a hole in your vehicle.
How do we feel about this hat that I just said?
Is that a goat? You talking about me? I think this goat is saying, yeah, let's be talking about expensive health insurance doesn't come. But who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close that gap?
Aflac, yeah, Aflac, yeah.
Big facts. Christian's so true. The draft is going to absolute haywire after the Eagles pick.
Need help with expenses? Health insurance doesn't cover. Is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Wanted full-time fans must be enthusiastic problem solvers, possess strong communication skills.
What'd you say? Sorry, I'm trying to get bus stuff set up for Saturday.
Christian put in the chat, he said, I love how the draft has gone haywire since we picked. So true. Going off the rails.
I feel like it needs some blue. And like a touch of white. And a touch of white. Like I really like.
It's blue and then it has a white rope.
Well, no.
I have that one.
I really like this concept. I just think it needs a touch of blue and a touch of white. I think it's just too dark. That's my only like criticism of it.
Because I think the underbrim is red too.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know. I feel like it's just so dark.
Still think I might cop because I got 247.
I mean, it's worth
free
it.
Ads. No free
It's
ads.
definitely worth it.
It's $32. And you know how we love our rope hats.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
How you feeling about the playoffs, the NBA playoffs? Well, we have a break in the draft action.
They're bonkers, yo. Bucks are out of here. Warriors are kind of on the ropes, but not really. I mean, 3-2 against the Kings is interesting. Lakers Grizzlies is a fun matchup. I'm feeling it. I cannot believe the Knicks knocked out the Cavs.
They're cool.
Though.
I think the Commanders just choked.
Washington Commanders select Emmanuel Forbes, defensive back, Mississippi State.
Love him. You talk about a knack for the football now. This consensus All-American coach.
I don't know.
14 picks. Listen to this. He brought 6 of them back for touchdowns. 6 pick sixes is an all-time.
Do they need a quarterback?
Only 2 NFL players have that many for their.
That might be the only.
Their quarterbacks, what's his name? Sam Howell.
Oh.
That they drafted last year. Because Heineke went to Atlanta. And Wentz is a free agent.
Oh.
I believe we'll be hearing from the host of the most Patty Pits pretty soon.
Mhm.
Howie's University of Florida allegiance is over. He has University of Georgia allegiance now. Because he's a dog.
He's going to be covering Splendid Splinter 2, which was Devontae Smith. I always like great Splendid Splinter was the late great Ted Williams.
Man, no offense to Emmanuel Forbes. He's not covering Devontae Smith.
I don't think so either.
He never missed a game in 3 years in the SEC due to an injury. He's been durable. He is amazing in terms of ball skills. He's done it from high school to college.
I'd be pissed if I drafted by the Commanders.
He's got to play to his strengths. He's got long arms. He's got great ball skills and great vision. I talked to a player the same with Samari Rose. They talk about his weight. Samari simply says this: if he uses his arms and plays to his strengths and uses his ball skills,
they're comparing him to Samari Roll.
As far as coverage is concerned, he can do it all. He can play fresh. He can play off. He can play zone. He can play man. He's got great instincts. He's a riverboat gambler now, just like his head coach, just like his nickname. He's going to get after it. He just needs to protect himself. He is thin now. Make some business decisions. Be smart. Be smart.
Patriots pick is in. Pat Pitts, we will wait for your response. But the Patriots pick.
From 14 with the Steelers, and they're ready at 17. Here's the committee.
Christian Gonzalez, there he goes, corner, who has probably the best jawline in this draft. I know you're a little bit behind me on like the visuals. Wait till you see this kid's jawline, dude. This shit is chiseled.
We get the back-to-back members of the secondary. What a year Gonzalez had at Oregon after transferring from playing for Dan Lanning. He had 4 interceptions, broke up 7 passes, and Lewis, he started every game in 2 seasons at Colorado. So he
I can't look past his face at me. Sorry. It's not. Like it was the first thing that caught my eye. Like, I'm sorry.
Lions are on the clock now.
Do they get a quarterback?
That's a great pick for the Patriots.
Yeah. Do the Lions get a quarterback here?
I mean, Levis is still on the board.
And then finishing with the interception. Run support. He will throw his body around. He is not scared. Built with the man that of him.
Levis and Hooker are available. Off the top of my head.
Oh, here you'll see the entryway now. Because he's in the draft.
He's got his matchup guy now, especially considering the fact that New England is going to play a bunch of guys who have a lot of height.
Oh.
Alan Lazard is 6'5", Garrett Wilson
like
is
this
6'1",
little hallway thing.
Stephon Diggs. All these guys that are on their schedule next year, along with C.D. Lamb, Adams, A.J. Brown. He needs a guy with some size to be able to match up. Now he's got it.
Well, no doubt matching up, but traditionally the team that wants to play the most man-to-man in the National Football League is that Bill Belichick system, the New England Patriots. So this is the guy we are.
Yeah, so the next couple of picks, it's the Lions here, then it's Tampa, Seattle, Chargers, Ravens, Vikings, Jaguars, Giants. Like we said, the Bucks could use a quarterback.
All right.
They have the kid from Florida that they drafted last year.
From Kansas City with the NFL draft on ESPN as that man waits to hear where his future will take him next.
I think he just said, I don't want to be a lion.
Does this mean you can watch NFL Sunday Ticket without putting a satellite dish on your roof? Does this mean you can watch your favorite teams on the market Sunday games? Does this mean all the players are technically YouTube celebrities now? Yes, to every one of those things. Sign up now and get our lowest full season price of the year on YouTube and YouTube TV.
They ordered pineapple. You gotta smell the blood to know if it's right.
Yo, I'm screaming. I just saw a clip from Pat McAfee's draft stream right now. Red Panda is at their studio.
No way. No way. That's insane.
DoorDash.
I draw players' faces when there's coach. You don't need to get that person.
Yo, not gonna lie, Lucas Van Ness looks like
It happened again.
the
Quote today.
not
Like a good neighbor.
internet rotted version of Jake Paul.
Dominic, welcome to the big soda. Amazing. Cool.
Darius Slay tweeted, "The D-line go be crazy. Y'all know what that mean? Eye emoji, AJ Brown quote tweets it. You're sitting on every route."
I mean, no reason not to.
That's funny.
It's gonna be open.
The all-new Prius. Toyota. Let's go, baby.
What if beer could get to the right place at the right time all the time? Not like that.
Like this. Getting this beer all over the world. Like when they need.
Yes, with IBM Consulting, AI-powered software can help automate your supply chain so beer can be ordered, produced, and delivered more efficiently. So happy hours keep going.
Hello!
And the beer keeps flowing. That's the automation solution IBM and the global beer company created. What will you create? IBM. Let's create.
It doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Be ashamed if it rained, though. And that's why I brought these. See? Now they're protected.
Cheers to that.
I don't know how I'm going to drink this now.
It was your idea to bring down, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork, people skills, and surprising moments. Our experiences in the
I'm not trying to tell people working at McDonald's is a good time.
The 2020
I can't imagine it's that fun.
presented by Courtyard by Marriott is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And NFL Sunday Ticket. Now on YouTube and YouTube TV. Well, back at the draft, some of YouTube's biggest creators and NFL players are running drills together. They're sharing their draft experiences on YouTube. The new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Sign up now to save $100 and catch YouTube's lowest full season price of the year. Terms and embargoes apply. The offer ends on June 6th. All right, we continue. Now let's take a look at your best available players. Brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah, quarterback Will Levis, Kentucky, had second highest rated quarterbacks going to board. Like I say, it's sliding down. The first round has the first number quarterback in the history of the draft. Nolan Smith off that one pectoral muscle. Said he'd be an 8-pound sacking your guy.
I'm surprised Nolan Smith hasn't gone yet either.
Linebacker as well. Then the two receivers, Zay Flowers, electric with the ball in his hands, and Jackson Smith and Jake.
I also thought Dalton Kincaid could have been a pick for the Packers too, the Utah tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Basically a move tight end. Dalton Kincaid went University of San Diego.
Wow, there's a one.
What area code is this?
All the people who followed that Reddit thread that Will Levis was going to be the #1 pick, idiots.
Who the fuck is texting me from Florida Keys?
Mickey Mouse.
And they said hello. Like, it was so like,
welcome to my clubhouse, DJ.
should I even respond?
Miska, Muska. It's the Mickey Mouse clubhouse.
I said hello with a question mark. So if I disappear or something,
you just vanish on screen. You teleport like the Marvel's trailer.
and it's green.
Oh, that's a scam. Or it's the Island Boys.
What if it's the Island Boys? They're like, yo, I saw your clip on your podcast. Y'all some Island Boys?
He's
Come
a
down.
podcast boy.
Come down and podcast with the Island Boys. I just want to know where the fuck they got my number from. All the way in the Florida Keys.
Lions.
No, I think I shouldn't have responded. I'm getting nervous.
Very interesting. I don't know what the Lions are doing in this draft. Here we go. I think maybe Tampa Bay is where Will Levis ends up. Oh yeah, the other quarter. I remember his name. The Bucks have Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask.
6'4" F is rare for an inside linebacker. That can fit up throwing lanes.
Yep, definitely a scam. Definitely a scam. Damn. I wanted it to be somebody I knew or something. I really did. That's kind of pain. People be texting me all the time. I'd be like, who? And they'd be like, so much. I'd be like, oh.
The Bucks made that pick quick.
Hey, they know who they want.
Put a poll out on the tweet machine, too, at Underground PHI. How do you feel about Jalen Carter being an Eagle? So far, 4 minutes into the poll being up, 44 votes, 77%, overwhelming majority. Deej are stoked, baby.
I'm sorry. I just saw. I need to get off Twitter. I sent you a tweet, but it's the quote tweet, so you got to open it up and look at it.
Okay.
When you look at the video, that it's a what the fuck video, but the caption is so funny in retrospect to what it is.
So they have the 2 picks tonight. They take the running back and the linebacker. Will the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the quarterback? We'll find out when we continue in 30 seconds after this word from Front Door.
I think I find it so funny because I think they pulled that, they saw this and that was the very first thing that came out of their mouth.
That is
no question.
So weird.
You see it and instantly I heard, how the fuck you even find out that you like this? Because seriously.
The Bucks pick is in.
How is that even safe?
It's not. That's the thing. It's got to be Will Levis here.
Who did the Lions pick at 18?
Linebacker.
That linebacker.
He was the Butkus Award winner this year.
The one thing they've been looking for over and over, they try with Akeem Hicks and Dominican Sue. They need a 3 technique in this defense, somebody that can rush the passer.
So do they go on the defensive side of the ball? It was defense that carried them to the Super Bowl championship a few years ago. Let's find out. Here comes Roger Goodell with the pick.
With the 19th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
didn't see that coming.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Elijah Cansey, defensive end, Pittsburgh.
Defensive tackle out of Pitt, the last unanimous.
We can't be comparing him to Aaron Donald just because he went to Pittsburgh.
He got the whole city at the crib.
He was, but I'll tell you, Elijah has a lot of the same traits as far as being able to get off the ball with quickness and be able to just wreak havoc in the pocket. The first step,
come on. No offense, but we can't be comparing him immediately to Aaron Donald because he went to the same college.
He optimized this thing. Just watch, look how fast he hits it. And he's around the horn, puts it on the quarterback, and he gets it inside the hand uses. It's just so quick. He can go inside, outside. He can set you up outside, come back inside. The offensive guard sitting there going, well, where did he go? What happened? And here with Aaron Donald, you can see him here throw a little bit of a push-pull, get his hands on him, jerk the offensive guard down to the ground, and then just get it on the quarterback. This is exactly what Todd needs. He needs that guy.
This is a very defensive-heavy draft.
AJ Brown this week. Can we have some wide receivers off the board, please?
Hey, that's a crazy comparison. But it's pretty on par. As far as numbers that we're seeing on screen. I don't know if he's going to be Aaron Donald type talent.
I do want to give an update while we have a little bit of a break here. End of the third quarter. Game 6. Atlanta Hawks 100. Boston Celtics 98.
We'll find out in just a moment as the draft continues from Kansas
Mm-hmm.
City.
Let's go, Hawks.
You sure you want Joel Embiid to get banged on again?
I just want that series to go as long as possible. Not that it matters, because even if it goes 6 or 7, it starts Monday. But I want Joel to have ample rest, and our opponent, whoever it may be, to have the least amount possible.
That's fair.
You could save a ton with Progressive by bundling your boat or RV with your home and auto. Hey guys, free bags! Where's the boy?
Me time is milk time. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. Pizza Hut Melts, just $6.99.
You ready for an adventure? Have it all by bundling Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus for one low price.
We gonna spin for Steve. Hey, did you see Haley Van Lith went to LSU though?
Mm-hmm. Where was she at before? Or she?
Louisville.
Okay.
Hey. Haley Van Lith joining Angel Reese fresh off LSU winning the title as the women's basketball equivalent of KD joining the Warriors.
They said motorcycles are wonderful, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't move forward on a highway. Well, you'll never compete off-road. What about when there is no road? No gas. They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? Honda, the power of dreams. Great picture of, look at that. Los Angeles, city of the game.
I just saw the Red Panda tweet. This is crazy.
Right?
And Pat is literally just loving it.
You know you made me wanna. Then we looked around and said, wait a minute, this isn't even our stroller. You live with your parents in your house in the meadows. Cool. I don't care. Here's to getting financially ready for anything. Here's to being single and ready to mingle. Who's ready to cha-cha?
Seahawks back on the board.
We're back in Kansas City where our
Dog, this man, Floyd Mayweather, is getting a massage in the strip.
players have drive, quicker, more driven. We're still waiting to hear the name of quarterback Will Levis from Kentucky. Could this be a logical spot at 20 to Seattle? More than that, what can you tell us? Well, Green, we started
I'm surprised Schefter ain't got 2 phones out.
and we started seeing Will Levis. Now, during the visit process, he took 8 visits. 3 of those visits, the Texans, Colts, and Panthers all took quarterbacks ready. The Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Patriots, and Falcons, they all visited.
Will Levis looks like a Seahawk.
And we'll start if one of them decides to take a quarterback. We're teams who are
He does look like a quarterback.
Like, if I'm the Seahawks, I kind of take the gamble here because he fell to you at 20, and Geno's only really on a 1-year deal, and he's 32. Then you kind of have your quarterback of the future set up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just so happy Lamar Jackson got paid, and the vaunted rumor that showed up yesterday of the 49ers trading for him is ridiculous. That would have been a disaster. So what do we got? We got Seahawks, Chargers, Ravens, Vikings, Jags for the next 5 picks.
And now here he is as we still await. So Seattle, Jeff Darlington reported to us in our pre-show tonight that Seattle, Coach Pete Carroll, had talked to Geno Smith and told him there was a chance we will draft the quarterback tonight. We thought that might be Anthony Richardson. But if he Will Levis, could this make sense? That's what a lot of they have. Teams that might see everybody's a different viewpoint on quarterbacks, so they don't like Will Levis.
I'm trying to remember who's still on the board.
They drafted
Brian Branch, I think, is still on the board, which I would not hate for the Eagles at
Mhm.
safety. Still on the board. Nolan Smith is
Josiah
still
is on a roll tonight.
Yo, he's funny as all hell, bro. We gotta see if he's around for May 9th. No offense to you, we gotta hope the Lakers lose. So he doesn't have to do that Lakers shit. It's on buckets then.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, what they also have Jaron Reed that they
Nolan
signed
Smith. I think right now my hopes for the Eagles, I have three guys in mind. Nolan Smith, Brian Branch, Joey Porter Jr.
I like that list. I like that
Keep
list.
stacking the defense with young talent.
Mm-hmm.
More speed off the edge. Do they need more people on the inside? A bunch of all the wide receivers still sitting there. Could they use another one of those? But I have a hard time feeling as though that this would not be.
Or if they want to go true blue sicko mode and really continue revamping like the way they do, Michael Meyer, the tight end from Notre Dame. And have that double tight end set again. Because not that Goddard's injury prone, but the 1 or 2 games that he was out after the face mask debacle against Washington, like that was tough not having him.
I mean, it's amazing that none of the wide receivers are going there. You know, but we talk about this draft not being very deep from a wide receiver standpoint.
Seahawks pick is in.
With the Seahawks on the spot here at
Damn, they brought out the whole squad.
Special guests with him as the league celebrates the importance of youth football and the Seahawks pick right now.
The Seattle Seahawks are champions of growing the game of football.
Homie in the Titans jersey didn't get the memo to wear khakis.
Joining me on stage,
Right?
are local football players and local
Hey, he dripped though, cause them.
who are pioneers in flag football dress.
They look like they have shoulder pads on right now.
Yo, did you see them glasses and that cut on this boy?
Yep.
The shoes are fire. I was about to compliment his shoes before they did the close up on him.
What? I don't know how I feel about that.
That is such a Seahawks pick.
What's he gonna play in a slot?
Pick something they absolutely don't need.
What's he gonna play? Slot receiver?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just a slot player, which is where he can really do a lot of work in the middle of the field. He did a lot of work at Ohio State, but he's an X. He's a split end. He's a flanker. He's a seam. He's also a slot guy, and they will move him all over the place in pairing.
They just better hope Geno like plays the way he did last year for most of the year. With all these weapons.
Yeah. Which I'm a big fan of Gino after having him for fantasy this year. He did just enough.
You just got to hope that it continues.
Oh, whoa. No, I don't.
No, I'm saying, like, if you're a Seahawks fan.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I am not in the Dynasty League.
Like, you just got to hope that, like, that success continues the way that it did, and it wasn't just, like, a flash in the pan type thing.
Yeah, I'm drafting a whole new quarterback.
You talk about he can play outside, sure, but I think he can be elite inside. His 3-cone drill, 6.57. That's elite. That is Julian Edelman type quickness on the inside. And isn't it ironic that Seattle, they didn't get a quarterback? Here's what they're going to do. They can say, you know what? We have Tyler Lockett.
I love these alternate logo, like, wall art things in that hallway.
We're going to invest in our offense and put more weapons around Geno Smith. This guy will work the middle of the field, and he will dominate in between the halves.
Yeah, you're out of 4-5 flat. People say, well, he's got the sector speed.
They say what's one of the greatest one-hit wonder songs of all time. Somebody you used to know. That one right there.
It's that in Closing Time.
Yeah.
This guy is smooth now. The reason why I emphasize the fact that he's a three-position player is I don't want to just...
Not Ice JJ Fish.
In between him and Witherspoon now, I said this a year ago in August. This team is on the rise now.
Indiana Mall. I need to put my phone down. Social media is too much tonight.
Hold on. We got I want to be a Philadelphia Eagle so bad. Micah Parsons reacting to Jalen Carter being drafted by the Eagles on the Bleacher Report stream.
My stomach right now. Not only does he have veteran
next to Fletcher Cox, it's Fletcher Jordan Davis for like the next 5 years.
That is just don't catch up to Kobe D.
Oh yeah, we're just Georgia North.
I just think the Eagles like Georgia, but I'm just sick. I'm just sick to my stomach right now. I'm just sick to my stomach. I can't believe that many teams passed up on this.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I'm just truly just sick right now.
Wow.
I just
before we do the pick, let's go to AJ Brown. AJ Brown, hey, how you doing? Eagles fan out of Lefkoe. Jalen Carter is now your teammate. People say he's the best player in the draft. And
name and Tigger is already in the major leagues. Your brother plays for the Pirates. What is it?
I would definitely say, Micah, I know you. Just be a Philadelphia Eagle at this point. Great organization. He got Fletcher Cox, Hassan Reddick, Jordan Davis to go along with. Man, the defense is crazy right and the now. value of it. They Hargrave just got $85 million. Now you're gonna pay someone for 20. You know the value. I'm just so shocked. 8 teams let Jalen Carter fall to 9 for this.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Just come on over.
How are we talking for sure? The value of that pick is crazy. You let Javon Hargrave, a 10-plex sack, D tackle, go. You get signed for 85, and you get the value of 20. I mean, that's an A-plus pick.
AJ, do it, man.
A++.
James Stroud going
That's incredible.
to the Houston Texans, and then the run on quarterbacks continued.
I love that.
Who was drafted number 4 by the Indianapolis Colts. So 3 quarterbacks in the first 4 picks with Will.
But Micah Parsons will never put on an Eagles jersey.
He's from here.
That doesn't mean he's going to put on an Eagles jersey now. He played in Dallas.
Hey, that's happened a number of times.
I know.
And vice versa.
Arrive at the 22nd pick of this year's draft, as you see it. According to our projections, there had been less than a 1% chance that his name would not have been called already by now. We're at the spot in the draft.
Sick.
Miami Dolphins would originally have selected, but that choice was forfeited, and so it is the Los Angeles Chargers who've made the pick, and we are waiting for the announcement on the direction that they are going to go as we take a look inside.
Who do they need?
And then the Ravens, who've had a busy day with the
Chargers.
Offensive line.
Yeah. A healthy receiver.
They could go slot receiver.
Outside. I get they have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, but the both of them are so injury prone.
Let's see what they decide to do here in round one. Here's the commission.
With the 21st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Quentin Johnston, wide receiver, TCU.
All right, so here come the wideouts, and you watched them last year. It seemed like no one could cover them on that ride to the national championship game. Mel, 60 catches for over 1,000 yards last season.
He looks the part, that's 6'3", 210 with incredibly long arms, 40.5 vertical. He had some productive performances, no question. You know about catching the football, he was able to do that in a lot of games for TCU and Max Duggan. Problem is, when you talk about his size, he doesn't always play to it because he body catches.
It's a good pick for the Chargers.
So basically became
also, those gray or black, whatever they are, TCU uniforms are gorgeous.
You can bobble it a little bit. You can't body catch in college. The NFL, they'll jar loose. The cool thing about him,
charcoal with the red numbers.
Those
are sweet.
They got him the ball in all kinds of ways. They moved him all over the place, and they ran him on everything. They ran him on the
Under 4 minutes to go in Celtics-Hawks Game 6, tie game 113 apiece.
Screens, they ran him on the shallow crossers. Any way they could possibly get him the football, they got the football. And I'll tell you, he is a tough guy to bring down. So his run after the catch is exactly what you want.
Celtics up 3-2.
Of the bigger receiver like the Chargers are used to. And when you look at what the Chargers are doing, they got two $20 million receivers in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. They stay hurt. It's hard to produce.
Great pick for the Chargers there.
We're going to get the quarterback.
Absolutely, he's a better wide receiver than
We're going to give him a
Jalen
dependable weapon. I need somebody outside so our offense can be prolific and he can score points in the NFC.
And the wide receiver runs continue. Exactly. Yeah. Zay Flowers, one of my favorite players in this draft.
Nah, Ravens are on the board. They're taking Nolan Smith. That is the ultimate Ravens pick. Linebacker, edge rusher. That is such a Ravens pick. Unless, now that they signed Lamar, they could go like Zay Flowers and get another weapon.
The Ravens will pick one after this as we continue from Kansas City at home.
But that would be such a Ravens pick for them to go Nolan Smith.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad to swallow the lime in your Corona?
Andy, did you swallow your lime? No, he definitely did.
It's all right. Limes are a superfood. Here's your biggie bag. All that food for $5. That's my go-to. Ooh, that's my ride or die. Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
You can always bet on Biggie. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $5 Biggie bag. The following transformation is real, but temporary. Have any dye can temporarily cover grays, fill in thin, patchy areas, and create a fuller, defined look for beard and brows. New, just for men, one-day beard and brow. Breakthrough color that stays put for the day until you wash it out. Transform your look. New, just for men, one-day beard and brow color.
We are affecting everyone around us with our every move. The more that we can shine a light on the positivity and the good that there is in this world, the better off we're going to be. Time and time again, we are showing how beautiful and generous the human spirit can be. How can I make a difference? No matter how big, no matter how small, how can I make a difference?
people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of technical skills, people skills,
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
and lifelong skills learned on the job and off that 1 in 8 will always have.
Why am I this week, Joy, telling people that Geico's been offering savings for over 85 years? There's nothing in the buffalo not to be around.
Doesn't mean.
And did you know that Geico offers much?
2 subscribers away from 450.
Oh, the lips are burning. Ah.
Let's go. Ooh.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and secrets. See how much you can save at geico.com.
Too hot. Oh, this is too hot.
NFL Plus brings you the draft like never before with exclusive content.
That's what I dreamed about. It's finally time.
Plus expert analysis. He can do it all. And behind the scenes access all off season.
My guess right now is the Ravens go Nolan Smith or
welcome back
the
to
wide
the
receiver
2023 NFL Draft.
College, Zay Flowers.
Presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
Courtyard by Marriott.
The Baltimore Ravens about to make the
I think the ESPN NFL voice guy is the top 5 most iconic voiceover voice. Obviously, number 1 is the movie theater.
Oh yeah, no question, no question. Top notch. Love that guy. Don't even know who he is, but I love that guy.
In a world.
I really want to know who that is. You think you can figure it out?
Don LaFontaine, who has some elite nicknames. He has nicknames including Thunderthroat, the Voice of God, and the King of Movie Trailers. Became known to a wider audience through commercials for Geico Insurance and the Mega Millions lottery game. Thunderthroat, what a nickname.
Yeah, that's
in the words of Cameron, pause.
For real. For real.
Have you seen? Did you know Cameron and Mace have a sports talk show?
No.
It's so funny, dude. Every other topic, Cameron's just like pause with his New York accent. The Ravens pick is in. There it is. Ian Rappaport. The Ravens are taking Boston College wide receiver Zay Flowers. Well, looks like the Celtics.
Sick.
They have an 8-point lead with less than 2 minutes.
That's a lot of time.
The Baltimore Ravens select Zay Flowers, wide receiver, Boston College.
Well, now there's the guy, and the kind of story you love coming out of high school in Fort Lauderdale. Zay Flowers was the
that chain is crazy.
receiver in the country. Now,
the glasses are swaggy. Quite honestly, the glasses make his fit.
He understands what it is to deal with adversity and have to do things and take care of his sisters and brothers. And Zay Flowers, what a great young man, 5'9" and a quarter, 182, 4.4 speed, electric, as I said, and so sudden. Quarterback issues, Coach COVID injured. Think about Jeff Hafley. Even going in this year, a lot of guys formed in the transfer portal, right? Everybody wants Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers stays in Boston College.
Yeah, I really like this pick a lot. I think they needed to give him some weapon.
Tough kid, loves to play the game. He's an energizer. Look at him here. You're looking at a guy who can make things happen with the ball in his hands.
The boys, though, just Tweet fine, we'll do it ourselves. Pitts and I are doing live streams for some of the games.
That's gonna be electric.
Bro, Zay Flowers' glasses are drippy.
He makes big plays, Lewis. Last year, he set the school record for touchdowns and tied the school record for catches.
Yeah, look, he's just one of these guys.
His pro comparison is Tyreek Hill.
Because of how good he is.
Comparisons are.
How he can play outside and inside.
Yeah, he's got the speed.
How good he is at the top of his routes as far as creating separation.
I mean, he's not as fast as Tyreek Hill, but like the speed that they're showing in these clips is pretty
You can see right here, as a defensive back, as a safety.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, but
Just back up and play it top down. Because if you really try to play it through and try to read his routes and read his releases, you don't have a shot. This is something that Kansas City used to do with Tyreek all the time. As soon as you turn and open your hips, you best believe he's got you right where he wants you. And then after that, you're not going to catch him, just like you're not going to catch Tyreek. And I'm not saying Zay is as fast as Tyreek, but it's the same kind of utilization. And here again, you see him there. You see him with the corner
quarterback.
Take it to the corner, come back.
best pick they could have had.
He's one of those guys with the ball in his hand. He converts into a running back immediately. Tyreek was just like that. Whether he was catching the ball deep down the field or here on an intermediate crosser, after the catch now, he has great run instincts and vision. And once he turns on the jet, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to probably get a 15-yard penalty and a fine for throwing excuses, but he's going to absolutely rub it in your face.
Can I tell you who likes it? Lamar Jackson likes it. 1 minute ago, he tweeted, "I'm smelling more good news dropping soon." And then 10 seconds ago, he tweeted, "Well, it happened." So, obviously, Mel, the quarterback of Baltimore is happy with the new receiver.
And Odell Beckham Jr. with his good friends. Now, like you say, those flowers smell awful good when they're getting touchdowns, don't they? I tell you what.
Look at you, Mel. Look at you with the play on words. Oh, the kite. He can do it all.
Who are the Vikings gonna pick? Will Levis?
I mean, Coupon's contract is done after this year.
I'm sure he'll get re-signed though. They like coupons up there.
I had my family, I had my friends, I had everybody by my side. And Coach Hafley stuck by me and gave me his word. And he helped me through this opportunity,
One of 14 kids, and your dad held it down on his own. But in this moment, how do you want to honor your mom? What she's meant to the journey?
She's the reason I'm still doing this. She put me in this. It started with my mom, and my dad continued it. And me, everything. That's why I made sure that she was
really concerned about Nolan Smith.
Smith.
He's fallen this hard.
Really happy tonight. Lamar Jackson is already tweeting out
knocked him like top 15.
Tell him let's do it. Hey, we about to work.
Hey, if he falls to the Eagles.
Let's get to it.
Thank you. Congrats.
Beautiful moment there, talking about his mom, and then, of course, Lamar Jackson tweeting the happy news.
So now Lamar's got Odell,
Since Lamar
Zay Flowers.
Back late in his rookie year, the team's last in receiving receptions per game, and receiving yards per game amongst wide receivers. Do you foresee that changing, brother?
Yeah, it's going to change. And some of that was because of the philosophy with Greg Roman. They want to run the football. They led the league in rushing. More yards than anybody that ever amassed.
Rashad Bateman.
It's going to change.
And then they have,
so they tried to run it down.
They signed Nelson Aguilar.
And then
And then they have
so now
Mark
they're going to
Andrews.
play the ball that the Chargers are playing, that the Bills are playing, that the Chiefs are playing. We're going to try to score through the passing game, and this fits that profile.
And a lot of people still think that like, they could be in the mix.
Because he knows Lamar's under contract, he's excited.
Yes.
If you would have had this lingering on, its negativity continues, it's swirling. Like I say, now all of a sudden Lamar's back possibly a thing, which he was host of the town.
All right, let's turn the page here.
I'm sure somebody's gonna get D-Hop.
Obviously, have a gaudy regular season record last year. They were 11-0 in one-score games last year. Got knocked out in their very first playoff game at home by the Giants, 31-24. In an NFC that has been somewhat depleted, you do have to wonder.
Once again, while we wait for the Vikings pick, make sure you guys go check out our friends over at Kenwood Beer. Follow them on social at Kenwood Beer. Use the Kenny tracker at kenwoodbeer.com. See who has Kenwood on tap in the Philadelphia areas. We're in draft weekend, going out with the homies. See who's got it on tap in the Philadelphia area. You can get some for the crib, too. Go into your local Philadelphia area liquor store. Or, if you're in Eastern PA, your local Whole Foods. Light body, light calories, 4.1% ABV, 127 calories, 10 grams of carbs, plenty of flavor. The best light beer on the planet. Must be 21 or older to do so. And, of course, please drink responsibly. I think the best thing that ever happened to Booger McFarland was him getting out of Monday Night Football broadcast and just going to the Nets.
Defensive coordinator Brian Flores needs cover guys. He's going to want to play
So
man.
much better
Doesn't have the people to do it.
This
This
has
has
to
to
be
be a corner.
Deontay is in that athletic super freak category now, as far as his explosive qualities, explosive movement qualities.
Let's also check in
And
on
you're right with Brian Flores. Look, I'm going to run a lot of zero blitz. Yes. I need a guy who can get up on the line of scrimmage and will not flinch. You get beat on a 9-ball, the next play you're getting up there, and you know what you're doing? You're pressing.
poll. How do you feel about Jalen Carter being an Eagle? 86 votes in. It's been up for about 40 minutes. 81% of the vote stoked. 16% solid pick. 2% skeptical. 0%.
I wonder why they're skeptical.
I guess just the off-the-field thing. Again, I mentioned it when the pick happened. If Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie are comfortable taking Jalen Carter, I don't think there's truly too much to Will Levis, Nolan Smith, Dalton Kincaid, Deontay Banks, and Jordan Addison. That was best of
Michael Mayer as well, tight end Notre Dame, still in the board, not that tight end drafted. Deontay Banks, I was going to talk about, and Jordan Addison, who went from Pitt, where he had 100 catches with Kenny Pickett, to USC with Caleb Williams, who may be the number 1 pick overall second year out of USC, their quarterback. How about that name right there, Jordan Addison, right? One of the best route runners in this draft. I mean, just think about him with Mike Austin. Think about him right here with Jordan Jackson, with Justin Jefferson. That would be a sweet pick.
Austin's up 6 with 18.4 seconds.
Still a lot of time. We saw what Reggie Miller and Tracy McGrady did with a little bit of time.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That Jimmy Butler play last night was straight out of 2017 Brett Brown Sixers play that Robert Covington converted. There's a play that somebody quote tweeted on my timeline last night. It was like damn near the exact same play where like it was just inbound and then Robert Covington like volleyball tapped it into the hoop. That series is going to be a dogfight. Next heat.
Big regular season and then that very disappointing postseason performance. I do see the commissioner starting to make his way towards the podium here where he'll make the announcement.
Yeah, I think Kansas City's done a great job with the draft so far, to be honest.
It looks fantastic. Like, it's a great time. Detroit's going to be awesome because the whole thing's going to be inside.
True. Vikings took another wide receiver that replaces Thielen, basically.
Wide receiver, USC. We talked a little bit about it.
I'm sorry, Jordan Addison's sunglasses look like he got 3D glasses on, bro.
I'm not concerned about the size. A lot of people have made something about it. Him only weighing 170 pounds.
He's got an Oculus.
He kind of does. Those things are crazy. You couldn't get me to wear those.
No shot. Jaguars on the clock now. This is like the late first round like wild card team because they could go with anything. No, they can't. They traded the pick. To who is the question? To the Gigantes. So the Giants move up from 25 for 1 spot. Okay. I don't get that this late in the draft.
That's the reason why he was my number one receiver. Oh, by the way, we've seen that kid before.
Like, if you're talking to the Jaguars and they're not taking the guy that you want, why don't you just wait?
There must be more involved in that trade.
Unless another team was trying to trade up.
There must be
that's
more.
Behind the
There's got to be more involved in that trade. Yep, Celtics win by 8.
There it is. Sixers Celtics, second round. Monday, May 1st is game 1. What a time. So the Giants trade up to number 24. The Jaguars get picks 25, 160, and 240.
Oh, my laptop's dying.
There's a lot of anticipation leading up to the draft. My hope is that I look the best there. It really plays a big part. You know, it's the last step to making your outfit stand out. I like things shining and blinging. It just makes me feel so I can take over any room. I'm kind of interested every time I look at it and think back to the draft.
The all-new Prius. Toyota. Let's go places.
Corn beef, sticky food, captain brakes, and second wings. You'll never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, not taste like milk. Rose knows the most powerful tool in the toolbox is an app that saves you time and money. That's why we got an app that lets you build an instant quote. You're doing your favorites.
Someone said, Eagles woke up and said, all the Jalen's belong to me. Let's see what pick. Let's see what we can laugh at the Giants. Shout out Stevie Mack, where he said he wanted to kill himself last year, allegedly, with Thibodeau.
I remember.
All satirical, not actually.
Yes, no, he's very much alive and doing well. Well,
as far as we know.
Might be.
Did get his wisdom teeth removed this morning.
Yeah, so might be a little.
He's doing the best he can.
Touchy. He's alive.
Yes.
He is breathing. That is the main component.
I'm sending you this tweet from the Bengals.
Let me bring you my expert.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy S23.
Wait, really? Mm-hmm. What about this?
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with a Galaxy phone.
Needed that. SpongeBob memes are the best.
We're back in Kansas City. The 2023 NFL Draft is like quite a few trades, and we just had another. Adam Schefter, what did you tell?
Yeah, what are the Giants drafting? So the Jaguars get a 5th and a 7th to move back one spot.
One slot to improve the secondary, the sweetest spot to do it. We'll see now if that's the direction they go. We are coming off 4 consecutive wide receivers selected, which, by the way, I'll mention quickly, is the first time that's ever happened in the common draft era. 4 consecutive wide receivers, and so now the Giants, if they do want help in that secondary, now what direction should they look? Always let Minnesota be looking at corners. They passed, they took wide receiver Jordan Addison, which is a lead for the Vikings. They went offense over defense, but for Wink Martindale and the Giants, they got to get a corner. And I think when you look at Joey Porter Jr.
Deshaun Watson still gets a bad female? Bro, it's so true that money just wins. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. I gotta really process that. That's why somebody needs to sponsor my podcast.
You're in timeout.
Like, come on, bro. You can't tell me we don't need to make bands. Whether that's the determining, like whether that's the motivating factor or not, we need to make bands. And that starts with somebody sponsoring us because we do the damn thing the right way. We put in the effort.
We are upstanding human beings.
We are this close from being a John Boy or a Pat McAfee. You know, doing it the right way. Doing it the right way.
Here we go.
This
Let's
close.
laugh at the Giants.
Please.
That's doing it the right way.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 24th pick to the New York Giants.
Fine with
With
that.
the 24th pick in the 2023 NFL
Fine
draft,
with it.
the New York Giants
Took a
select
Maryland corner.
Deontay Banks, defensive back, Maryland.
Interesting.
Totally fine with that.
Look at his neck. What is going on, bro? Nobody else there has on a chain. They all pay for
NIL
it.
chain, bro. NIL stands for name, ice, likeness. Yeah, I don't blame the Jaguars for trading back a pick for that. They just another trade, brother. Jaguars are trading again. Good grief. They're stacking picks. Jaguars trade the pick to the Buffalo Bills. See, the Bills are moving up 2 spots from 27 to 25. Who do the Bills want? What do the Bills need other than a running back?
Let me very quickly mention that we've had another trade here. You can see it on your screen as the graphics will change here for you as you see Deontay Banks who goes to the Giants. The Buffalo Bills.
What are they working on?
Has traded twice in the last 10 minutes. They moved back one spot to allow the Giants to come up. Now the Bills have come up. We'll find out which player it is they've decided they needed to get. As we continue in just
Man, poor Will Levis.
from Kansas City.
For real. I feel bad.
So who's left at? I mean, the Saints. Even though they signed Derek Carr that big money contract. They're really the only other team left on the board without another team trading back into the first round to need a quarterback.
For effortless shaving in one efficient stroke.
Because I feel like Will Levis is one of those guys, too, that you want to have the 5th-year option on him.
Mm-hmm.
And take him in the first round.
Use King C Gillette, a lineup of products designed to cleanse, soften, trim, and style for your best.
Eagles pick at 30. We're on pick 25 now. If
It takes a fight to be a full-time fan.
If Brian Branch or Nolan Smith play the Eagles, that's an unreal first-round day for the Eagles. Coming off a Super Bowl appearance and just stacking up more young talent on the defense to add to an already talented defense with an actual competent defensive coordinator now.
Food for full-time fans. Food for those with a fighting spirit.
1 in 8. That's how many people have worked at a McDonald's, who've made more famous fries and more kids' days than anyone else. Who know no two
I like that. Because, I mean, their defense is already solid, but it never hurts to stack it. And you can always, you know, move those guys to special teams and stuff. Like, those are very versatile players.
1 in 8 start at McDonald's, and when you start, stays with you.
Thanks for State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm that phone guy.
Dude,
You do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you. For real? Who's ready for the jazz band?
I mean, we signed 2 one-year deal safeties that are kind of just
Who was
like
that guy? Call it quits
fillers
quote
there.
today. Like the good neighbor.
Mhm.
I mean, I also would not be mad if we traded 30 and like another pick to the Cardinals for Buda Baker since he wants to get traded.
Do y'all really need Buda Baker though?
Yeah, we don't have a safety really because CJ left. We signed Justin Anderson is his name from the Saints. Justin Evans, and Terrell Edmonds, who are like they're fine. They're like quality players. But it's like if you're a Super Bowl contender, do you want them being your starting safety with Reed Blankenship, who I think is very talented, but he's also only going into his 2nd year and is slated to be a starter right now. Will Levis looks like he's sitting with multiple women right now, but it is clearly his girlfriend, his sister, and his mom. Please look at this shot on your TV right now. You're going to die laughing at Will Levis right now, bro.
He would be available tonight. Susie is in the green room. Susie, what can you tell us?
Agent Jimmy Sexton, and he said they were prepared for this because they went in knowing that.
Cause like, bro, why?
Right?
Why?
Why is he sitting like this?
Well, I mean, I would have been sitting like that too. He got a couple nice looking young ladies with him. Why not?
The one arm was around his mom.
Like I said, a couple nice looking young ladies with him.
You're in timeout again. Go to horny jail. Bonk.
Ah! His sister looks a lot like his mom.
His sister has a very like familiar looking face too.
Yeah.
Like she looks like she's like
we're supposed to know her from somewhere.
Yeah.
Is it the end of the world? Heck no. I mean, how many quarterbacks you have to mention that went from the 2nd round one and became that of a player in the NFL? I sat with a couple of Boomer sides, and he's like, my first year in 1984, we had a little box on the table, Boomer and I thought, I'm mentioning Dan Fouts and Johnny and others, the Boomers. They don't get down, just get motivated. And look at that with Boomer. Brett Favre's another one. We saw Aaron Rodgers 3 weeks before the draft, which was just to go number 1 and up 124.
As you look at the teams that have yet to select tonight here in round 1, it seems almost impossible that any of them would take a quarterback. Now, certainly, we have frequently seen teams trade into the end of round 1 to take a.
This is one of the longest drafts I've ever seen in my life.
But when you consider Dallas and Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Cincinnati, New Orleans, Philadelphia,
Pick 30 last year happened at this time. But there's been so many trades.
Mm-hmm.
Bills took a tight end.
With the 25th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
I guess they're going to go double tight ends with.
And so the first tight end goes off the board tonight was a star basketball player in high school. Played only 1 year of high school football. Walked onto the football team now at the University of San Diego. Caught 19 touchdowns there in 2 seasons and then found his way to Utah.
All right.
Okay, I like this. I like that. They can do some 2 tight end sets now, or alternate between him and Dawson Knox.
It's giving very much Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert vibes.
This was the year of the shine for Dalton Kincaid. He took advantage of every opportunity. He is the ultimate seam stretcher with great hands. Josh Allen's going to love this kid. He's not a tight end. He is a four-line wide receiver, guys. At blocking, he's going to keep improving. He's going to work on that. But he's a guy, boy, they move him around. They move him outside.
I mean, it's kind of hard for them to fuck it up. I can only if they get a receiver.
Someone quote tweeted Josiah's tweet about Will Levis waiting to get drafted with the Will Smith. Why don't they want me, man?
Diggs and Gabe Davis. You talk about him being a glorified receiver. So they're going to give Josh Allen another weapon in the passing game. I like what Buffalo did here, making their script their offense and giving him another weapon, taking some pressure.
The Bills. Shout out to the Bills doing this. They jumped over the Cowboys because the Cowboys wanted him.
Mm.
Job well done. Job well done, Buffalo. My boy said, "Will Levis or won't he?"
He will compete as a blocker. You can use him as an F. You can use him as a U. Meaning line him up and pull back, put him.
Here's the upcoming weekend in South Philadelphia for everybody. May 5th, Phillies Red Sox at Citizens Bank Park. Sixers Celtics at the Wells Fargo Center. May 6th, Phillies Red Sox at Citizens Bank Park. May 7th, Phillies Red Sox at Citizens Bank Park. Sixers Celtics at the Wells Fargo Center. Philly versus Boston, full send weekend. Oh, the Cowboys are totally going Michael Meyer here. They're going full send. A man of the Lord, Coach Lou Holtz, and the University of Notre Dame. The Cowboys boardroom looks like the Death Star.
Come off the board between the rest of the night, and in the second round. I think the top of the second round too as well, Greeny.
Now we just saw the first go, and now I feel like there was a time at the beginning of this process that people were mocking Michael Mayer to go much earlier in the draft than this.
Did you just say Michael Mayer?
Very interesting option here for guys.
We gotta get some younger people doing this stuff, man.
Boy, he doesn't have the longest arms, like the short arms they bother people. But you watch him play since his freshman year. He didn't play too much. He plays a true freshman. Wasn't that super highly rated coming out of high school, but made a big-time name for himself at Notre Dame. Here's a
Albert Breer tweeted an hour ago, text from an NFC East assistant coach on the Eagles landing Jalen Carter with the 9th pick. Damn it.
As an eight-line blocker, he's a throwback to the 80s as a tight end. Yeah, to me, he's the most complete tight end in the draft as far as somebody that can line up on the line of scrimmage and block.
Why are you so mad?
He's not going to wow you with the numbers. He's not going to wow you with the 40 time. You talk about the arms, the length, all that. But he reminds me so much of Jason Witten, a guy that can just get over. Jason Witten is going to Hall of Fame on one route. And it's wow. The ability for that tight end to get the option, and then the hands, the sure hands. It doesn't matter when he's covered, he's really not covered. Go up, catch the football with your hands. Talk about being a body catcher. He's not. He's going to go up and snatch the football with his hand. Reminds me of somebody else when they said he's not an athlete. He's not quite fast. All Jason Witten did was go to Dallas and have a Hall of Fame career, catch the football with his hands, always in the right spot. But what he really made hey, now is when it came time to be a blocker, came time to run the football, he can stick his nose in there. You can line him up there wide, you can bring him across, he can block. And for a team that wants to run the football, like McCarthy has said he wants to, this one sure looks familiar. How ironic would this be for Dallas to have one tight end in the Hall of Fame and Jason Witten and go draft another with the same type characteristics as Michael Mayer?
Yeah, it was kind of uncanny how similar they looked. When I was watching them, I'm going, I remember when Jason came out of Tennessee, I was low on him. I didn't think Jason had a hell of a career. He's a hell of a guy. There's no question about it. Love him to death. I just didn't think he'd be that good of a tight end. I didn't think he'd get open. Because I was just like, man, he just doesn't look like
He got the whole Amish community behind him. You're right, bro. I need a timeout.
And he is a good route runner now. He's very good at the top of route. Very, very good at that. It's almost like too easy of a pick for them.
The Cowboys are taking a lot of time to make this decision here, and so one wonders if perhaps we will see a trade. Certainly something has happened as you see the reactions in their draft room. Where the pick is in and the Cowboys have made it, and so we'll see which direction they choose to go as they had the good season last year. Dak Prescott taking, in most people's estimation, a step backwards a season ago. They make a change with the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore no longer there. He's now in Los Angeles with the Chargers. Booker, you mentioned it. They're looking to run the football more this year, and obviously the tight end fits nicely into that scheme. Yeah, they talked about not being able to try to outscore everybody. And Mike McCarthy got a lot of flack for those comments. They're like, the name of the game is scoring points. But at some point, you have to win how you want to win, your philosophy, how you want to do it. And so, yeah, it makes sense to get a tight end in this situation. So perhaps that's the direction they go. Their defense was much improved, obviously, each of the last 2 years under Dan Quinn. Is there anything on the defensive side that you could see they might do as we continue to speculate about the possibility of a tight end?
Well, when you look at their run defense, I mean, that's where they were in the bottom quarter of the league as far as rushing yards per game. So, I mean, I just, the tight end makes more sense to me here as far as, what they want to get done offensively and how maybe they want to have a controlled passing game. I mean, defensive tackle just seems to be in reach of the people that are available right now. But, so look, I mean, when you know that in the NFC, if you're going to have to be able to control the line of scrimmage, especially in their division against Philadelphia, maybe defensive tackle makes sense.
Who's the player that came in and it was kind of like a chess piece? Okay, we
Let's see what the Cowboys do.
They blitzed him. Nolan Smith has some of those same characteristics, and he ran his 4.3, just like Michael Paulin. So maybe they get another chess piece like that they can move around.
I mean, big guys make more sense. Only because, look, I told Jason Kelsey in the hotel this morning. Yeah. I said, look, it was unfair what you were doing to people down the stretch, dude. I don't know what you're doing as far as your training regimen. Give it to me. Whatever, give it to me. So I don't know, maybe defensive tackle makes sense. I don't know.
We're going to find out now. The Cowboys have taken some time, and the commissioner is here to announce this.
Oh, they're about to blow it.
With the 26th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
Talk to me about this.
the Dallas Cowboys select Maltese Smith, defensive tackle, Michigan.
Oh. Oh. Not a bad pick because of who Mozzie is. No. He should not have been shirtless for that. Not okay. Not okay. Absolutely not. Phenomenal D-tackle. Great D-tackle. Plugs up the middle. Power. Can get to the quarterback. Definitely an impact player down on the offensive line. Or as a defensive lineman. Making it tough for centers,
First player the
guards.
Cowboys have taken in the first round since Taco Charlton.
Who was also a D lineman for who? The
That's what I
University
say.
of Michigan.
He's the first Michigan player the Cowboys have taken.
First Michigan player. Okay. But I really think they should have gone.
I'm happy the Cowboys didn't go tight end there.
Yeah, they should have went tight end.
Because
Truly.
Schultz went to the Texans.
Their defense wasn't terrible. They should have went tight end there. Of course, the cheerleaders are there.
All three of the guys that I want the Eagles to take are still on the board, too.
Mm-hmm.
With 3 picks to go.
Very much in keeping with the theme of tonight. What a night it has been. Trades galore, and we are still waiting for the home.
This feels like the most trades that have happened in the first round. Very.
Oh my God, so many. So many.
YouTube is now the home of NFL Sunday Ticket. This is where you can watch NFL Sunday Ticket.
What have there been? 5 trades? 6 trades?
So it was Cardinals Texans was a trade. Eagles and Bears.
Yes.
Lions and Cardinals. That's 3. The Jaguars have traded twice.
You brought a human here. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
There's a darkness coming.
Who else traded? Let me see. I do like the mid-round picks right now.
Let them come. Rise of the Beast. Watch the new trailer online now.
$6 your way till that BK. All your taste buds will say hooray. For just $6 a while.
Oh, the Steelers traded up to 14.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
The Patriots traded. Oh no, that was with the Steelers. Patriots and Steelers showed at 6.
What if you could make analyzing a big bank's data no big deal?
Go on.
Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat and use a hybrid cloud solution to connect data across multiple systems globally, then analyze all that data with Watson?
Okay, but this needs to meet our
security standards? Yep.
compliance
So
standards.
it's got to be like at least 6 trades.
So, get the insights in real time to make quick decisions.
My boy tweeted, you just know that people in Dallas are going to have so many typos with Mozzie Smith's first name.
IBM, that's great.
Yep. Yep.
English muffin, shredded meat with roasted peppers, creamy hollandaise, new eggs Bennett, and 4 delicious flavors. Only for my home. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
If you hit the road, we're going to beat the traffic.
What? Maybe we'll just beat the traffic tomorrow?
The schedule is released. My secret storyline. All eyes on the quarterback. It's a true revenge game. Wait a minute. And it is time. If you're a fan of football, this is the day. Back in Kansas City, and time now for a draft moment delivered by Pizza Hut, or in this case, a flurry of them. That was the moment when Bryce Young heard his name called as the first pick in the draft, and then came C.J. Stroud, and then so many others that have come behind. Special moments here all night long in Kansas City, enthusiasm all over the country as the NFL draft has continued, filled with a variety of fabulous moments. And it's time now to take a look at your best available still remaining in tonight's class, which is brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah, the injuries have affected this list a little bit. Will Levis with the toe, more talk about that, banged up basically since October 3rd. Throughout the rest of the season was Will. Had it through, loved the kid. He'll be a steal for somebody.
I'm still kind of surprised we haven't gotten our hats from Liam yet.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day.
I completely forgot about that hat.
Harrison, offensive tackle, left tackle, starting the first game this year at right tackle. Worked his athleticism, worked his length. Well, he had a good career of ball. Like you said, next offensive tackle to come off the board.
Jacksonville has traded back a couple of times, and we'll see what player it is, Lewis, that they've decided to identify here. Obviously, the star young quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who really came into his own.
Jaguars.
Yeah, make sure you protect him, right? Take care of that young man.
Who could they possibly be picking? Not Will Levis.
With the 27th pick,
Smart pick by them.
2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Anton Harrison, tackle, Oklahoma.
Smart pick, especially since Holman just got suspended for PEDs, their left tackle.
Really?
Yeah.
Another one who played basketball in high school, so he's got the feet.
Great pick.
And he's got plenty of power.
Love that for Dougie P. That is a Doug Peterson pick right there. Protect Trevor Lawrence. Love that pick for the Jags.
They can play both in the NFL. 6'4" and a quarter, 315 pounds, with long arms, as a run blocker, drove defenders off the ball. I thought he sealed the combo blocks. He was really effective. As a pass blocker, the footwork, the technique, the ability to mirror, he did that. He got that movement in the run game. He was a pretty complete offensive lineman. When he was at his best, he played, I thought, kind of will of the season. He was all my big board. Ended up at 26 on the top. With 250, 300 big board. Anton Harrison at 26. He was the next offensive tackle. I think the ability to play right tackle or left tackle.
Also, would not be mad if a team that's trying to trade back into the first round calls the Eagles and gives us like a future one or something, or like a second round pick to move in with pick 30. Done that before. That's how the Ravens got Lamar Jackson. Bengals pick is in.
You want to make sure if and when Cam Robinson does get suspended, you have a young tackle.
Yeah, Cam Robinson is going to get suspended.
Has the very latest with perspective on that.
That's a great pick for the Jags, especially this late, and they traded back twice. Still got their guy. Great job by the Jags.
Yeah.
He's going through the process right now. He's fighting it. Chances are ultimately he's going to face some type of low-to-game suspension. And that had to fit into the Jaguars thinking, although it also like the player.
Shame on us for questioning them.
It was just weird.
It was.
I think it was more weird like the teams that were trading up. More so the Giants moving up one spot. Because they're dumb.
All the physical talent that you have, as fast as you can run, as big as you are, when you let your hands go, you have a heavy punch. He wasn't like, when you watch some of these other tackles in this draft, they were trying to score people, like physically impose their will. Darnell Wright is the reason why he went 9th overall. Because he tried to play nasty. This kid has the physical ability. The same kind of physical ability some of the higher rated tackles. But it wasn't, he didn't have that same kind of nasty temperament. Imagine if they can bring that out of him, get him to play with a little bit more power.
Wonder what the Bengals are taking. Bengals have to go. Oh, the Bengals have to be mad that Jaguars just went O-line. Maybe Bengals go corner. This could be Joey Porter Jr. Or this could be Brian Branch because they lost Jesse Bates to the Falcons. That's my guess here is the Bengals are going Brian Branch.
I don't hate that.
No, I think it would be a great pick for him. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. Bengals pick is in right now. What up, Russ? Myles Murphy.
Really?
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals
Stacking up on defense.
Myles Murphy, defensive end, Clemson.
Oh, I forgot they signed what's his name from the Chiefs too for their offensive line.
A five-star recruit was the top player in the state of Georgia coming out of high school. Had 29 pressures last year at Clemson now. Davis in that recruiting class of 2020 with Ricky Simpson, linebacker, Brian Brazili, outstanding defensive tackle. Myles Murphy, 6'4", 268 pounds.
McAvoy just chimed in on my Eagles wish list tweet. He said one of those three should have been the Giants pick at 25.
Now, he never, at Clemson, in my opinion, developed into that fear pass rusher you thought he could be. His talent indicated he could be. Continued improvement in that area is needed. 2022 at 11 tackles for us, only 6.5 of those were sacks. The talent's there, the ability's there. That 4.52 pro day was impressive. He has to put it all together to be a double-digit sack guy in the NFL.
A ton of upside. In his freshman year, left you wanting more. You want to see it more and more. You never saw it consistently. I think that
Saints are on the clock.
He's good. It's really, really good. But he's bad. Just needs to how can a guy with those freaky stats, that type of athleticism, not make play after play, not make more plays? And I think he shows you glimpses, but it's going to be up to the defensive line coach. Can you get it out of him every single snap with the consistency? I love the room that he's going through, though. When you get talking about that,
Not Sports Center stealing my flow word for word, bar for bar, bro. Look at this shit.
Oh.
I said it looks like the Death Star. And they tweeted it side by side.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, here's the interesting. The Saints are the biggest wild card because they truly do not care, like, at all.
Right.
You're doing TV wrong. You thought that other TV provider was good enough. Now what? You talk? You call this watching sports, man.
I'll be happy with any of my three.
So much in life is a compromise. But with #1 customer satisfaction, DirecTV never. Now, get out of here.
Guarantee your low price for 2 years. Call 1-800-DIRECTV to get a $200 reward card. Next on Behind the Scenes.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster ever assembled.
Monster, the Outlaw. You can't forget about the Boss.
I mean, like I said, they could go quarterback if they really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't hurt to draft a receiver. They could go defense too.
battery technology, it runs up to 60 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools, exclusive to those AC Ego authorized dealers.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job, travel, sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Each ends at rainbow. That's why I brought these. See? It's not every day. Cheers to that. I don't know how to drink this now. No idea to bring them. Yeah, I'm going to give it to it.
Hi there, I'm Oz. This is Will Ferrell. This is blocking for dogs like you.
You ever been with an ad man before?
I don't know what track you. This is Jamie Foxx. You're crazy. Really? I was recently with this
There can't be that many options left. I mean, there are.
And remember, there's only the Saints, the Eagles, and then the Chiefs, because there's only 31 picks this year in the first round because the Dolphins forfeited their pick.
That's it. That's it. Where's the 32nd?
There's only 31 because the Dolphins forfeited their pick for the tampering stuff.
Oh.
So 31's the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Saints pick is in.
2023
So they didn't trade it.
is presented by Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL, and in part by the new movie Strays, in theaters June 9th, rated R, and Subway. Subway's upping their game with the All-Star Subway Series menu. Order by name or number, and they'll do the rest.
As everyone knew they would, this city of Kansas City, one of the great sports cities.
Someone tweets, Saints on the clock with Sean Payton pick they got from the Broncos, that Denver got from Miami for Bradley Chubb, that the Dolphins got from the 49ers as part of the trade-up for Trey Lance in 2021.
Because for the first time, the home team is the defending Super Bowl champ, which means they will make the final pick of the first round, which we are rapidly approaching. Tonight we have a few picks. Before we get there, the New Orleans Saints, their pick is in. Then we will have the two Super Bowl teams. The Eagles have made one pick already tonight. And then Kansas City will make theirs. The Saints pick is in. Lewis, very quickly, what direction should they be looking? Or they need more
Saints are taking defensive tackle Brian Breesy from Clemson.
They're getting a little bit older at the position.
The Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock.
Obviously, in the last few years, they do bring in Derek Carr to play quarterback for them this year, so they will go in that direction. And I see the commissioner making his way out here in the NFC South, a division really in a state of flux. Let's see what the Saints are doing. Here's the commissioner.
With the 29th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Brzee, defensive tackle, Clemson.
There it is.
Clemson Tigers, now you just mentioned.
There it is.
On the radar a long time. Some services.
Here we go.
One high school player in
It's go Birds time.
Damascus, Maryland. Yeah, Damascus High School. He was rated anywhere between 1 and 3 green. You're right. He was also on the basketball.
Yeah, we'll see what they got up their sleeve.
All three of the guys that I am in favor of are available.
He had a great 2020 season. 6.5 tackles lost. He got sacked. He gave up a 4.5 sacks.
This pick is the NFC champion pick. If you're watching on YouTube and you aren't already, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell icon. If you're new to the channel, we're a podcast network. We cover Philly sports. We cover a plethora of topics. Content going out on the channel.
Yes, sir.
6 days a week.
Yes, sir.
Smash that like button, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. We're 2 subscribers away from faux 50. Trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the month. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So subscribe if you aren't already. It's free. It's free to subscribe. And let's react to this Eagles pick once it comes through. Leave a comment on the video too if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. We'll read the comments and pop them up on the screen. Reacting to this Eagles pick.
He looks like a shell of himself. He looks like somebody who really just needed to get the season over, get the training.
A lot of these dudes are from Maryland in this first round, or at least in Maryland.
Over the guard. So New Orleans can play him anywhere they want to play him as long as they get the 2020 version of him, where he's a freshman All-American. It's rare you see a guy that big that can run sub 540, they can move like that. They can unleash that, and now you still have Cam drawn from off the edge. This could be a ferocious pass rush.
And so 2 teams remain, last year's Super Bowl teams, the Eagles and then the Chiefs, will wrap up round 1. Now let's take a look at your best available players tonight.
Who's best available right now?
Will Levis, Nolan Smith, Joey Porter Jr., Keon White, Michael Meyer, Oscar Meyer.
I think it's Meyer.
8 games in. Joey Porter Jr., that west corner with length, only had 1 career reception. They were holding that against him. He still won the board. Keon White, really impressive player at Georgia Tech. I love this match here. And then Michael Mayer. We talked about him at tight end. Thought he could be a Dallas Cowboy. He was not Dallas Cowboys. Instead, went for defensive tackle Mozzie Smith out of Michigan. So Michael Mayer, also Luke Musgrave, tight end Oregon State, and Darnell Washington, tight end Georgia, still on the board. Only 1 tight end.
5 minutes left on the Eagles clock here.
Utah goes in the first round to Buffalo. All the other tight ends still on the board. And of course, we were looking there at the pictures of Will Levis. And it feels like every now and again we have one of these nights where there is a player whose name
here we go.
Much earlier, and in the case
Come
of
on.
Levis, at this moment, it appears
If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, put in the comment section who you want the Eagles to pick here.
Certainly the Eagles and the Chiefs are not going to take a
I have my wish list out on my tweeter machine. I'm cool with any of Brian Branch, Joey Porter Jr., or Nolan Smith.
Now he's falling down the board because his play isn't up to level as the other guy. And you just look at some of the teams that are going to.
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter who they pick, though.
You look at a team like the Rams.
I think I'm leaning Brian Branch just to kind of have that safety position with like a pure athlete there. But I mean, if Nolan Smith is falling this hard, to add him, he's basically Hassan Reddick 2.0. To pair with Hassan Reddick, that's crazy. And then Joey Porter Jr. gives you a corner for the future behind Darius Slay and Brad Brady. He's probably the least likely pick would be Joey Porter Jr. So I would say this pick is either going to be Branch or Nolan Smith. That would be my guess. Taking a long time, though. Or are the Titans calling right now, trying to trade in to get Will Levis, and then they're going to give us Derrick Henry.
This is Bennell's 40th year analyzing plays at ESPN, and he still remembers the thing in Cincinnati. He took in the first round, the year that Boomer size and won in the second.
Howie's on the phone with somebody.
This is a team that has
Howie's on the phone.
Made an aggressive move earlier tonight to take.
I love the video edit on Twitter of Howie Roseman with many men playing in the background.
Surrounding him, so they make that pick earlier tonight. In what direction should they be looking here, Lewis? I just wonder.
Oh, Nick Sirianni's on the phone. We've made a pick, boys. We've made a pick, ladies and gents. Sirianni's talking to a player.
You never say you have too many defensive linemen.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. 2 picks in the first round. We went to the fucking Super Bowl. What a team.
So they don't need that. They're solid on the offensive line.
The pick is in.
Or you take a look at their draft room there as you see everyone sort of standing around. Still 2 minutes and change before the pick has to
staying off Twitter because I don't want it to get spoiled.
Move they made earlier tonight, moving up the spot to take Jalen Carter, so another.
Hey,
really
Mr. Carter.
on that defensive line.
Hey, there's a kid, he's got a kid, and we'll probably see him in the second round, but I'm like, you know what? I think Steve O'Neal from TCU as a guard center, who can get the job done. Let's, secondary just makes it, this football team, they love defensive linemen and pass rushers. Yeah, they love them. Yeah, they love them. Been banging the drum for Nolan Smith all during the first round. Look, I have people tell me his tech's going to be fine. That's not a reason. And he's so fast off the edge. But he plays so hard.
Boy.
And he gets about.
Who are they going to pick?
If it's Nolan Smith, dude, like, that's what a home run of a round one for the Eagles.
Exactly. The Americans heard loud cheers behind us. That's because when the Eagles.
Because Nolan Smith was not projected to be anywhere close to this range.
Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock, and so that's why you're hearing so many of the cheers from the 125,000 fans who are here. I have not done this scientifically, but
why did he drop so low?
He's got a pec injury.
It has been remarkable to see how excited this city has been.
That's a tough one to come back from.
There's a lot of those teams that were in that top 15 range that, like, they probably can't afford to have a guy like that sit and wait and recover where the Eagles could.
Super Bowl, we're sitting there, we call it, we're watching the game, and we're going.
Because they have the depth and everything where, like, they can give him time to recover. Plus,
you know
he's
that
one of the
had to
best
sit. Like in
cities in the NFL and sports for
we have to get even more
medical
guys.
recovery. Mama Kelsey making the pick. Let's go. This is great.
The Eagles entering the stage with the commissioner is Donna Kelsey, the mom of Jason and Travis, to announce the Eagles pick.
And dude, perfect.
Right?
On stage now are some very special guests, content creators who you know from YouTube. Dude Perfect. And Jason and Travis's mom, Donna Kelsey.
That's the real star.
Her jersey she wears in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Playing in a game on TV at the same time. Okay, Travis is there, Jason's there. How in the world do you decide which game that you're going to watch?
Man, I don't know. That's really tough. I don't know. That's too tough to choose.
We had a feeling that would be the case, so we picked up something a little bit special for you to help you break the tie. Here's the deal. We've got a custom coin with Travis and the Chiefs on one side and Jason and the Eagles on the other. If your boys are playing at the
This
same
is so
time, all you
badass.
have to do is flip it. It takes the decision out of your hands. All right? Let's try it.
The Eagles selection. Everybody.
Hey, she probably has more than one TV in her house. She has a phone and a TV, so I mean, she can hypothetically watch both.
Let's go! What a home run. What a home run.
The Eagles select Nolan Smith.
Oh, let's go.
Well, Lewis, there's your guy, and at some point, the Philadelphia Eagles need to consider changing their name to the Bulldogs.
No question.
As they're just bringing the entire Georgia defense down there, and including two defenders
It's
from that
unbelievable.
Georgia D tonight.
It's unbelievable. They got four guys off of the defense that so many people said it's the best defense of a generation. And now they got four of them to go along with a great combination of veterans both already along the defensive line. This team, I'll tell you what, they're doing some work, man. And they're building it front to back. That is for sure. They are saying we're going to bring people in waves. This guy plays so hard, and he's so fast off the snap. And I'm telling you, he plays about 3 feet off the ground as far as his pad level. And you know just how torturous that is for offensive tackles and running back.
Damn. Will Levis at the draft and not get drafted. That's tough. That's tough.
With the people they already have, the inside big bodies who are athletic, and now the juice on the outside with Hassan and him and Brandon Graham to be able to teach them. It's unfair, almost what they're putting together up front.
He's got the best game in the draft. You talk about the Von Miller like being around the corner. He runs the arc, meaning when he gets to the top of the top of his pass rush, he can bend the corner and get to the quarterback. That's where you create sack fumbles. For a guy that runs 4.38, here's the thing that he needs to improve on. He's got to get a counter move, the speed rush, the one-arm, the long-arm bull. What's going to be your secondary move? His pass rush arsenal has to be developed more. If he can do that now, he becomes scary as a rusher in the football league.
You see the celebration there, and we see, as we mentioned, all of these Eagles picks. As you see, this room has turned red now for Kansas City, and
Love
that's why Philly Bulls are much louder. But here they are. I mean, Jalen Carter and Nolan.
That's kind of crazy.
We got like the 4 best defensive players from Georgia's defense over the last 2 years.
All those guys played on the 2021 defense that they said was the best defense ever. Now they're recreated in Philly, and it's so good for Jalen Carter. And
we got a bunch of dogs.
I mean, hey, when you can do that, do it.
Perfect mixture in Philadelphia. Talk about culture, creating environment. Those guys just came back for 1 year. Fletcher came back for 1 year. Brendan came back for 1 year. Jason Kelsey came back for 1 year. You were trying to create a college-like bond through the draft. That's why you like building through the draft. How about you just get all the guys from the same team? That were the best team and put them in the NFL. I mean, what better way to create culture than that?
How about Nolan Smith now? Tell you what, like you talk about slippery off the edge. He can impact the game in a variety of ways. I mean, that's the thing what Nolan's able to do. And so smart, really high football IQ. Certainly for the Philadelphia Eagles, the building guys who've been on back-to-back national championship teams. To put them on one spot. And also give Jalen Carter that strong locker room. And the friendship that he has with those former teammates. Also an important piece of the equation. While it may be fairly obvious, let's explain what you were saying.
And like, it's such a good pick too, because it's like for Carter and Nolan Smith coming in, it makes the transition from college to the pro that much smoother because they know guys on the team. And they kind of get that built-in expectation of what is to come.
With the commissioner to announce the final pick of the first round, which will be here any moment. As you see, the Chiefs have
Chemistry.
The culmination of the Super Bowl celebration that we are seeing here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, it's outstanding. And if you're the Chiefs, having won the Super Bowl, let's face it, they got the best quarterback in the league in Patrick Mahomes. And they played a lot of rookies in the secondary. So this allows them, at this pick, they can go a number of ways. Do they continue to go up front and try to get somebody to replace Frank Clark coming off the edge? Because he's no longer there. You can always fortify your pass rush. But this is a luxury pick for a team that has Patrick Mahomes and a ton of young secondary guys that contribute at a high level on the back end.
You want to talk about a team like we talked about Seattle, like we're talking about Philadelphia tonight, that has done work in the draft over the past 2-3 years. Brett Veach, the general manager of the Chiefs, has done work. Okay, this team is set. You got a bunch of young guys on the defensive side of the ball at all 3 levels. They have revamped their offensive line again, maybe made it even stronger. They found a running back in the 7th round last year in Isaiah Pacheco, who's become a stud.
Shout out Pop.
He was at the wide receiver position. They need to continue to make sure that Patrick has enough guys. And Travis Kelsey can't play forever.
I mean, who could they possibly be getting right now?
Wide receiver?
Yeah. I guess so.
They definitely need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
The first defending champion ever to lose both their starting offensive tackles from the Super Bowl. Orlando Brandino and Andrew Wiley. I don't know if that's a direction that they would consider going here. They have a lot of options, but they did lose that. They did allow a league worst 30.
They're probably going to go. Maybe offensive line.
Syracuse is another player on the offensive line. I know he's finished in his career. I'll tell you what, Felix DJ Uzama from Kansas State, a pass rusher coming off the edge.
But I think they could arguably go free agency for that. Like they have the pull to pull in just about anybody.
You mentioned Felix and Udike Uzama. Should he go here tonight, it would be a dream. He's originally from Kansas City, so he would be the ultimate in local picks here. And again, this will be the final pick of round one tonight. This is a year in which there will only be 31 selections. The Dolphins forfeited their pick. So you might see on some of the screens it says pick 32. It's only the 31st pick of the first round, but there will only be 31 picks. So this is the last pick of the night. Again, as always, the defending Super Bowl champ will make it. And we are here in Kansas City where this celebration has continued straight up until tonight. They've also made a change in offensive coordinator, Lewis, with Eric Bieniemy no longer here.
Yeah, Matt Nagy now taking over the offensive coordinator role. He's someone who really, head coach Andy Reid got him into coaching when we were all in Philadelphia. And Matt is now, he's kind of like back in his comfort zone with people that he knows. He's college teammates with general manager Brett Veach. So this football team's just going to keep on humming because at the most important positions, they have nothing but alignment and unity. Head coach, general manager, offensive play caller, quarterback. It's all a perfect marriage going on right down here. What a great atmosphere to try and build a football team, man.
And the longer you think about it, again, Frank Clark, the absence, Chris Jones, we know he's dominant. You still need somebody to help Chris Jones up front. They need some juice coming out the edge. They got George Karlaftis from Purdue. Last year, more of a power guy. Where's the speed? Where's the fastball that Frank Clark brought off the edge?
The AFC is about as loaded, particularly with quarterback talent, as any conference has ever been at any time in the history of the National Football League. So you figure you always need some sort of defense, whatever the case may be. Chiefs obviously as set as can be with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. The word dynasty is thrown around a good deal in these parts, and all across the NFL as we wait now for the pick to come in here and wrap up this very interesting and in the early stages particularly fast-moving round one of the NFL.
Yeah, we've had runs on positions. We have the 4 wide receivers going to row. Then you go back to the defensive line. You had Monty Smith and you had Miles Murphy, Brian Brzee. Like I said, you had guys sliding through like if Nolan Smith drops to the late first round. We're talking about Joey Porter Jr., a quarterback who has size. He's got the length. School is lacking, a little handsy, a little crafty. People wonder why is he still on the board because of that. 41, 40, they find that people like those great golf skills that you need. So that's why Joey Porter Jr., we know about Will Levis, we talked about that. Keon Woods, an interesting kid out of Georgia, who left for the second round area. And then Brian Branch, those safeties, I heard them big talked about in the first round. Brian Branch has done it all. He's played center field, box, slot, and Alabama. He did second round pick.
All right, and so we are ready now. We're going to announce the final pick in the first round of this year's NFL draft, and we will do so with an announcement to the house here in Kansas City right now.
Oh my God.
How about it, Kansas City? With the 31st pick of the 2020
That's also such a shame.
Felix and DK Uzama.
Yeah.
The random defensive end.
I think they're gonna go to the free agency for a lot of their players they're looking for. At least I'm not completely upset with picks this year so far.
I'm thrilled. I mean, any team that is coming off of being a half away from winning a Super Bowl and you get two of the best defensive players in the national championship team the last 2 years. Ecstatic.
Yeah, y'all kind of got hooked all the way the fuck up. That's crazy. I just hope people don't meme Will Levis.
Facts. That's such a bummer.
He doesn't deserve it.
So there it is. Round 1 in the books. Eagles get Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. Doesn't feel like anybody else in the NFC East got that much better. Packers get Lucas Van Ness. Jets get a linebacker. Texans, I think, with the biggest, put your dong on the table move, trading up to go back-to-back in the top 3. Jaguars, I think, had a great pick in the first round. Baltimore rewarding Lamar Jackson finally. Not only with his own contract, but a wide receiver in the first round. The Bills helped the Eagles out by drafting the tight end that everybody thought they were going to take. And I'll see Arthur Smith in hell because he took Bijan Robinson. I'm very happy, though. Eagles' first round is A+ for me. Easy.
I thought they did a fantastic job.
That is just continuing to just add youth to that pass rush. I couldn't be happier. Is this kid who the Chiefs drafted, is he related to CJ Uzomah? Got it. That is not a common.
Probably.
They gotta be like cousins or something.
Coming off the edge, the vertical speed, and take advantage of that. Can we get the strip sacks? Can we get Patrick Mahomes the football back? This is the type pass rush that they need to add. He plays hard. He's got to refine his skills looking the run game, but as a pass rusher, he's exactly what they need.
But any final thoughts, Steve, before we sign off from the first round here? If you're watching on YouTube still, big thank you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@UndergroundSportsPhiladelphia. Follow us at Underground PHI everywhere else. Deej, final thoughts in the first round?
Pretty much just very happy with my teams not completely blowing it yet. I thought the Lions dropped the ball, not picking up a quarterback in this round, truly, in my opinion.
I feel like they could have done so much more. The Lions draft, the Lions and the Bears, very weird starts to this draft.
Yep, absolutely. But other than that, just very defensive heavy, which I didn't see coming, but it makes sense. It makes sense. You got to win championship. Like, having a good defense is part of winning a championship. So I definitely get it. But a lot of surprises after the first three. I think there were a lot of surprises after those first three names were called.
Daniel Jeremiah tweeted in 2021, watching UGA defense on the flight home, draft them, all of them. Check. So, yeah, second round, some players out there, Joey Porter Jr., Brian Branch, Keon White, and obviously Will Levis.
Mm-hmm. Bijan, right?
Well, Bijan went number 8.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like there's still some running backs out there, though.
Eagles D-line in 2023. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett. Mind you, everybody, the Eagles led the NFL with 70 sacks last season. Ugh, love it.
We send it back to the Sports Center and Scott Van Zyl. Thank you very much. The first round of the NFL
AJ Brown is trolling the ever-living hell out of Micah Parsons on Twitter right now.
Top 10 filled with trades, surprise moves, and all the emotion that we've come to expect and enjoy as dreams come true. We welcome you to Sports Center from the nation's capital.
Thought they did a fantastic job.
Back to Kansas City in just a moment to visit with Todd McShay and Louis Riddick. Which move surprised them the most? Which teams got the most value out of multiple first-round picks? Biggest news of the day comes from Baltimore. I've got some thoughts as the Ravens and Lamar Jackson agree to an extension. That'll be the one big thing. Plus,
all right, that's going to do it for us here. Like we said, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Don't know if we'll be live for tomorrow or Saturday, but follow us and you'll know. Thanks for tuning in to another Underground Draft watch along. And until another first round, we're getting the heck up out of here. Later.
Peace.